Alright, hello! We are finally resuming with the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles today. Last couple of weeks, I kept just coincidentally having headaches and not wanting to, play. Oopsie. But we're finally starting today. Let me take another sip of water and let's get right started. Alright. Continue. We were on Adventure of the Runaway Room. Ooh. A prelude. Ryunosuke? Oh, it's Ryunosuke, Susato. Ooh. Oh, hello, Monarch. Alright. Oh, what is this? This looks cool! The pixelated birds looks funny. Is the game supposed to be quiet? I can't believe I forgot to unmute the desktop during a fully voiced cutscene. That sucks. Oops. Oopsie. 18th February, 9:21 a.m. British Supreme Court Lord Chief Justice's office. Yeah, this does not look like freaking 18th century London. This looks cool as hell. What an incredible place. It's so imposing. It's almost suffocating. This place is breathtaking. It looks like a fortress. There are some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. But they've only been built in the few short decades since we opened our borders to the outside world. An authentic example like this has quite a different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from. It's certainly unfamiliar. But I think there's more to the differences than just construction materials. What is this place again? This is the Lord Chief Justice's office, Naruhodo-san, in the Supreme Court of Great Britain. The Lord Chief Justice. We had instructions to report here at this time, if circumstances were different. We were supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know that we had arrived from Japan. But Kazuma can't. Alright. No. So instead, we are here in a different capacity. As envoys to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death. Yes. And having delivered his or her message, an envoy's duty is done. So, we'd have to return to Japan. If we want to remain here in Great Britain, I have to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for the study tour. Yes, which means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer. Which is what I've been studying for. Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. So that's the second reason why we're here, to have you officially recognized as a lawyer. It's the only way that we'll be able to remain here in London. I hope I'm up to scratch. Ah, good morning. Sorry for keeping you. Who is this? Oh! You look cool! Oh, I trust you aren't too exhausted after your long voyage from Japan? It seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies. Oh, no, don't mention it. We're never happier than we're never happier than when we're standing around with nothing much to do. How fortunate. So, introductions. I am Miles Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire. And I feel like a little mouse under an elephant's foot. Come on, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't be a mouse. Oh, it's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I'm Yonosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan. Well, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh! This guy is cool! Welcome to London, the capital of our glorious British Empire. Yes, thank you. Converse. London. So, what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London? Oh, well, help! I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city. It's simply splendid, isn't it, Naruhodo? Oh? We had a wonderful view of some of London's streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say, I'm almost lost for words. I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways, piped water and gas, even cables supplying electricity. We spearhead every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded. Oh, yes! Astounded is the word. Thanks for saving me there, Susato-san. And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor. Yes. There's much excitement about the upcoming great exhibition we will be hosting here in London. Great exhibition? Cultural and technological advancements. Achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris's World Fair look like a toy shop. Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be. Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world. Even if you do say so yourself. The sun will never set on our great empire. Perhaps it is fate that in these progressive times we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun. Law student. Lord Chief Justice. I think you were expecting a student of law for this study tour, weren't you? Absolutely. Mr. Kazuma Asogi, if my memory serves. That's right. The British government has already been telegraphed a full report on the situation. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for our shores. That's amazing! The news reached him before we even arrived. My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours. Oh, thank you. And you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of the news? Yes. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person. They tell me you Japanese are people of protocol and courtesy, and I see that it's true. And it is with some regret that I must inform you that the death of the young lawyer means the study tour arrangement can no longer proceed. If you would just hear us out, Lord Strongheart. What do you have to say, madame? It's about the study tour. Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal. Would he now? Well, Mr. Naruhodo? This is it then. The moment of truth. Oh, continuing the study tour. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if perhaps you would consider allowing the study tour to go ahead. Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead. But without a lawyer from your country, there is nothing to be done. Well, in that case, what if there was someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean. Is there something I don't know? Only a single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from your country, and that was Mr. Asogi. At least, that is what I've been led to understand. Well, the thing is, this really isn't going well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say to this man. Mr. Naruhodo! I could ruin things here if I'm not careful. What am I going to say? If there is someone else here from Japan who could be described as a lawyer, it's me! Right? It's me! It's me. I can do it. Is that so? I mean, I don't actually have any qualifications as such, but... No qualifications, you say, and yet you still claim to be a lawyer? I have acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once, as it happens. And I had Kazuma to help me, and I was the accused. But glossing over the details. I've been spending every spare moment on the journey here to Great Britain studying. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was on board the SS Bura. The voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what might you call a full education. To become a qualified lawyer here in Britain, not only do you need a university degree in law, but you must also complete several years of training. I realize it's far too short a period of time, but I can't just go back to Japan. Kazuma, Mr. Asogi's journey has only just begun. Coming here on the study tour was all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to do. I know it must sound like I have an overly inflated opinion of myself, but I would do anything to prove that I have what it takes. Any test you care to set me. Just one chance. That's all I'm asking for. Please. 31 seconds. Sorry? Your opening statement there, Mr. Naruhodo. It was 31 seconds long. Not too brief, not too protracted. A perfectly judged appeal, I would say. Which is a skill that would stand you a good stead as a lawyer. Oh, thanks. So, you're willing to put those words to trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment. Huh? But let me ask you one thing first, sir. Yes? You say you intend to do everything Mr. Asogi planned to do. Are you firmly set on that path? Well, yes. That's my intention. I see. Am I imagining things? Or did his expression just alter a fraction there all of a sudden? Very well. You have your wish. I'll give you a chance. A test to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you. Really? Oh, test. So, what form of test will the test take exactly? Oh wait, what form will the test take exactly? Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, what do you consider the role of a lawyer to be? Well, defending people, of course. Well said. So, let's have you defend someone. Huh? Oh, your timing is perfect, in fact. There's an apt trial about to begin later today. No advocate has been appointed for the defense as yet, so this will be a welcome news. Today? Straight away? If you manage to secure a verdict of not guilty, you'll have passed my test. What could be simpler? How do I get myself into these situations? Well, I could ask, what sort of trial is it, Lord Strongheart? Yes, good question. I remember. It's a murder trial. Well, we've done one of those before, so hopefully we can do it again. A murder? An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose. That's easy to say. But I should mention, just in case, if the defendant is found guilty, he'll, of course, be sentenced to capital punishment. Capital punishment? He'll be put to death? Here in Great Britain, murderers are sent to the gallows without exceptions. Presumably, you read that much in your short C-based introduction to British law? We can't possibly agree to such a test. We'd be toying with a man's life. I am the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it's acceptable. But you can't do that, can you? There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose. So the defendant may live or die, depending on how well I perform in court. If I lose, he'll be hanged. Oh. Mr. Naruhodo, you've come to me claiming to be a lawyer. If you want me to take you seriously, you'll need to prove you're willing to do a lawyer's job. And you say you intend to see through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen. He's testing my resolve. What's the matter? You've fallen silent. I'm sorry, but time is pressing. The trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it to be? What do I say? Do I agree to this absurd test? I'll do it! Alright then, if I have to give you a decision now, my answer is... I can't- No! Ryunosuke! I can't do it! I can't get the words out! 15 seconds. Your decision making needs work if you want to be a lawyer. That was too slow. So, it's as I suspected, is it? Sorry? You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through. The test is cancelled. Thank you for stopping by. Go and acquire your ticket for passage back to the east tomorrow. This conversation is over. Ryunosuke, what the hell?! Yes, Lord Strongheart. Thank you for offering me a chance. Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry, Miss Susato, but what could I do? It's alright, I understand. You do? It's not an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances, but the resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it. Oh! What are you trying to say, madame? I think what Miss Susato means is that no matter how badly I'd like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating his one and only chance at a trial so trivially would be utterly unforgivable. And I feel the same way. I'm sure the defendant won't see this trial as a test, as some kind of experiment. A lawyer might fight for his clients in court day after day, but for each one of those clients, the particular day they stand in the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. No, I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice. Ooh. Oh! Wait, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, was there something else? Oh! It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here. If you leave immediately, you should still be there in time. But I just said that. I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for him. What? At this point, he can't hope to find someone to represent him. The trial will begin without a defense. And if that happens, there's only one possible outcome. He'll receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down. That's awful! But that is the truth. Why does it have to be like this? Please don't expect an answer to every question. The cold hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. And that is you. That really is only hope? So, what do you say now, madame? Me? What do you mean, large strong heart? You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances. And I agree. But in my estimation, it is purely and simply a matter of resolve. Oh! Our time is up here. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So, venture into our great city and enjoy yourselves! Ooh. Thank you, Susato! He's gone. The Old Bailey. If we're going to do this, Mr. Naruhodo, we must leave at once! Converse? What to do? Mr. Zato, can I just ask you something? What are you doing? Careful! From this position, I can perform Mr. Zato takedown in an instant. I know. Mr. Naruhodo, you heard Lord Strongheart. The trial starts imminently. If I need to throw you, I will. You know, you could just say, I think we should hurry to the courtroom. If you need to ask me anything, it had better wait until we're at the Old Bailey. Alright. Let's move. London's highest criminal court with an illustrious past, the Old Bailey. This is where I'm to take my test and prove my worthiness as a lawyer. Alright, let's go. February 9:43 a.m. The Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber. This music is good. Alright, give me one sec. I gotta turn on the lights. Alright, lights have been turned on. Oh, thank goodness we're in time. There's still 15 minutes until the trial begins. I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. I thought my teeth were going to rattle loose. The wonders of modern technology at the time. Did you hear what I said to the driver when he climbed aboard? Get us to our destination in 5 minutes, driver. And there's a guinea in it for you. It's one of my favorite lines from the Sherlock Holmes stories, and it worked quite perfectly. I'm not sure why you're so pleased. I thought we were going to die, and we had to pay gold for the privilege. Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started. Yes, I suppose there's that. Anyway, I don't understand it. The court clerk said the defendant should be here, but there's no sign of him at all. Are they hiding? So this is the Old Bailey. Even this room for defendants to wait in is grand. Are you alright, Mr. Noruhodo? I'm feeling tense, that's all. This place gives me the same sense of foreboding that I remember from the Supreme Court in Japan. An oppressive air, almost as if the building itself is going to crush whoever is about to be sentenced. It feels like only yesterday that I was the one about to be crushed. Yes, whoever the man you're to defend is, I imagine. He's feeling very alone at this moment. Top of the morning to you, madame. Sir? Who? Who? Who are you? What are yous doing following me here? Things are desperate, are they? Sorry? Would you look at those expressionless faces? From the east, are yous? We're from Japan, yes? Ah, Japan, is it? Right, say no more. So, how much do yous need? No, we're just here because... No need to explain, fellas. I've been there myself, so I have. No place to go, nothing to eat, barely a penny to your name, and all while in a strange faraway land. Well, actually, we haven't found a place to stay yet, no. 'Tis grand, 'tis grand. Let me start by giving yous 1,000 guineas. Say none now. 1,000 guineas? Please, Mr. Sato, you don't have to shout. But 1,000 guineas is enough to build an entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo. What? Just nothing to me at all. I like to ensure I have sufficient funds to weather a rainy day, you see. I have enough wealth to buy the city of London 2 or 3 times over. Could that much rain even fall in one day? Well, even so, we couldn't possibly accept a large sum of money. Thanks, mystery guy. That hit me in the eye. Don't get me wrong, fella. I'm not giving ya no strings attached. I'll be wanting you to do something for me. Oh? To be honest, that's a little embarrassing. The trial that's about to begin, you see, is for me good self here. I'll be in the dock. Oh. So now, what I want you to do is come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially, you'd be my lawyer, but that's just a little detail now. Oh, well, the thing is, don't worry about a thing. All you have to do is stand up there next to me, nothing more. Otherwise, you see, the trial is going to start without me having any kind of representation at all. So it was true. The Lord Chief Justice wasn't making it all up. I'm terribly sorry to have to ask, but does that mean you're the defendant in this trial? Bluster and blazes! Do yous not know who I am? Me? One of London's biggest names? Well, we're not from London! No, sorry. We've only just arrived in the city, you see. I see. I suppose it isn't altogether impossible. Well, just next to Hyde Park. There in the center of London is another beautiful park. Sorry? A park? What? It's called McGilded Park, full of blossoming flowers in the spring and singing birds and whatnot. I donated it to the city, so I did. An entire park? In central London? A city of smiles. That's my vision for London. There's nothing Miss Gilded wouldn't do for the city and its queer of old people. That's amazing. I mean, really extraordinary. But now they've got the gall to say I'm a good-for-nothing criminal. Me, Magnus Gilded. What's the matter with London police, I ask ya? Alright, don't pass out. Mr. Naruhodo. Perhaps now would be a good time to introduce ourselves while the gentleman catches his breath. Good idea. Thank you, Magnus. This dude's great. All these characters are good. Mr. Gilded, the thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students, on a study tour from Japan, you see. So, if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourself in our hands, we'd do our best. What was I after? You saying, you deaf Egypt? I've given you 1,000 guineas to stand up there next to me, haven't I? Well, yes, but I wasn't really offering to just stand up there next to you. Oh, I think I see what's going on here. Sorry? I know what you're thinking. This Chancellor of a fella claims to have more money than the Queen. But if that's true, why the blazes can't he hire the finest lawyer in all of England? Because he did it. That's the only explanation. No! My guy! You gotta stop! Well? Well... Not at all. Not at all. Although, it is a little strange, to be honest. Why you don't have a lawyer, I mean. That would be the fault of the Reaper. The Reaper? Sorry, did he just say the Reaper? I, the Grim Reaper of Bailey, Lord Barock von Zeeks. He's the prosecutor. The prosecutor is the Grim Reaper? When von Zeeks stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs. And to this day, in every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned. Ooh, so we're up against an Edgeworth type here. Hello. Yahoo. Yahoo. Hang on, I gotta turn on the Discord then. Alright, Discord is visible. Okay, so, just to catch you up to speed, we're doing exposition right now, and we're about to defend this guy against, what sounds to be Edgeworth's ancestor. Hell yeah. If you want any any voices, just, like, scream at me or something.
I don't think I'm gonna voice it.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Not this guy.
Not this guy? So it's reached the desperate situation where there's no one willing to stand in defense against the fella at all. You could say he's a living legend of the Old Bailey. Goodness, Lord Barock von Zeeks. He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then. Talented isn't the word you're looking for, madame. It's cursed. Cursed? What on earth? Oh. The defendant is summoned, and his counsel. Please make your way into the courtroom. The trial is about to begin. His counsel? That would be me. Oh, just time. Well then, fellas, don't let me down. But I don't know anything about the case. You haven't told me what happened. Until you showed your face here. I'd made up me mind, so I had. Sorry? I decided I'd have to defend myself in there. How would that have worked? Then you made an appearance. A student of law, wouldn't you know? 'Tis no accident, I can assure you of that. 'Tis fate. So don't get cold feet now, please. This dude doesn't seem like... I literally know nothing about the case, or about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that I can't just turn my back on him. Mr. Naruhodo. The man has no one. He'll have to stand alone in that courtroom, armed with nothing to defend himself. Yes, something that Kazuma would never have allowed to happen. Oh, counsel for the defense! What are you doing? If you're late for the start of the trial, you will lose your right to stand. Go, Ryunosuke! I'll be right there. It's happening then. My first trial in a British court. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Because I have no idea how I'm going to manage this! Hell yeah! That's the energy we're looking for!
Yep.
Me before every exam? I have no idea what I'm doing! Ooh. 18th February, 10 o'clock a.m. The Old Bailey courtroom. Oh! Oh yes, the katana! So this is the highest court in Great Britain, the Old Bailey. The centuries of history in this place is palpable, isn't it? It's so different from the Supreme Court in Japan. It feels both imposing and serene at the same time. The atmosphere almost makes words redundant. Whatever the country, determining... I... let them cook! Whatever the country, determining a person's guilt or innocence is always a solemn affair. May I say something, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, yes, what? Your eyes look ready to pop out of your head again. I know, but I just can't help it. Oh! His face, yeah!
You're a vampire.
He doesn't look like... Oh. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are here today to determine the guilt or innocence of Mr. Magnus McGilded. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. Who are you? Who are you?
I don't.
When I was thinking of Edgeworth, I wasn't thinking of a vampire. The prosecution is fully prepared.
They need a Dracula voice.
That must be the Reaper of the Bailey. He really does look fully prepared to dispatch his next poor victim into the underworld. Counsel for the defense. You appear to be Eastern. Do you speak English? Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. But he asked if the defense was ready. And I couldn't be further from ready if I tried. Those eyes please me. Nippon.
This person's model was built so thirstily.
It was! I cross it.
Look at the amount of chest there is on this person.
Yeah.
The imposing figure.
Listen, it's for the Edgeworth fans. They had to.
Yeah.
Crossing, what do you mean IDV? I changed the stream stuff. Or did it not go through? Oops.
Is it a notification?
Fancy Hubba Hubba! Monarch, no! I only looked at the notification? Oh. Yeah, that'd do it. They shroud your fear, your doubt, your trepidation. They run wild, clinging to some phantom notion of courage. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb. Ugh, a cold shiver just ran down my spine, all the way to the tips of my toes. Now, Mr. McGilded. Yes, my lord? You stand accused of murder, a capital offense. You should be sent to the gallows if found guilty. Are you quite sure you wish to entrust your defense to this foreigner? As I've always said, my lord, 'tis a grand thing to give opportunities to the young. Even if the fellows are students from some little island off in the Far East. It is not the British way to ignore the dangers of yourself and give those less fortunate a fair chance. I'd like to think that acts of chivalry do the great British Empire proud.
If you want to do a good British accent, you should just do Kunk.
No, but I don't think this guy is British, but he, like, has a different, like, dialect.
I see.
It seems as though everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. McGilded. That's definitely welcome news, and he certainly has a way with words. I'm surprised you couldn't convince anyone to defend him. Eloquently put, Mr. Gilded. A most laudable sentiment. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm sure I need hardly remind you. Oh, the jury! That you 6 members of the public have been selected for your impartiality.
Impartiality?
Impartiality?
Oh, I don't know. Impartiality, I don't know.
Oh,
that's a
juror
weird
number 1!
Impartiality. That doesn't work. That's weird.
Impartiality,
That's a weird
right?
word.
Impartiality.
It makes sense that it would be impartiality, but that sounds weird. It's not like impartial, does it?
Because it's supposed to be a play on. It's supposed to be impartial. Like to do something impartial.
Yeah, but impartiality sounds weird, doesn't it? It does not sound right.
Sounds right.
I'm just saying it doesn't sound right though. That should be it.
Oh.
At the manor, his lordship always says we should dispose of rubbish promptly. Naturally, I agree. Ha! Any criminals here will soon be wishing they never set eyes on me.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh my
Who are you? That you're not even speaking. This guy's just drinking. What?
That's it.
Oh, don't mind me, my dears. I'll just be getting on with my knitting. Must finish these bits for my grandson.
Yeah, juror number 5 is the goat. Mr. Naruhodo, those people are. The jury, yes. That's something we don't have in Japan yet. That's right. I've only ever read about it. But here in Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on the opinions of these 6 jurors. The judges pass the sentences according to the law, but the jurors determine guilt based on common sense. So the defendant is ultimately judged from two completely different points of view. But how exactly did the jurors give their verdict? I don't know, but... yeah, common sense isn't that common. Especially among 6 people. I'm sure it will become clear as the trial progresses. Yes. Prosecutor Von Zeeks. My lord? It's been a number of years since we've seen you here in the courtroom. I thought you'd renounced your fame. I'm known as the Reaper of the Bailey, my lord. Infamy? Oh, infamy rather than fame, I would say. But yes, 5 years has passed since I last spread my wings in this capacity. He is a vampire! So, what brings you back? Is there some change of circumstance of which the court should be aware?
Just like really low quality BMPs. What is?
It's fine.
They're so low quality. They look like Roblox effects.
It's fine.
Like little preset effect. That's so crazy like that.
It's fine. That was so extra. That was so extra. That was so unnecessarily fluidly animated. Yeah, it was Roblox Fire. If you run these lanterns in the backs are just images. They are full. You can see that they are flat. I leave that to your imagination, my lord. So the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years. Why did he have to choose the day of all days to make a comeback? Don't lose heart, Mr. Naruhodo. As you wish, sir. The court nevertheless welcomes your return. Now then, opening statements, I think. A summary of the case, if you please. Certainly, my lord. As your lordship is aware, this is a case of overwhelming simplicity. We must be the only ones in here who aren't aware. The incident took place in the late evening. 3 days passed. The hour was some minutes after 10. The victim was a maker of building bricks known in the community as Thrice Fried Mason. Sorry? Thrice? He was a very accomplished craftsman. The bricks he fired were said to be almost indestructible. Oh! Gut! Yes, straight to the gut! The victim's corpse was discovered in an omnibus in service of the streets of London at the time.
Does this look like the one with the knife?
Huh?
Isn't this the one person with the knife?
On the jury? Yeah.
Are they like twins?
Oh, you're right! They look familiar! I didn't even catch up on that! I didn't pick up on that!
Bro, you literally... What do you mean, bro? You just... Okay, whatever.
What? What?
Yeah,
What?
no. I just thought, wait, he died already? Huh.
No, this is a different guy! A dagger that had been thrust into the victim's abdomen is believed to be the ultimate cause of death. Here's the Here's the autopsy report from the investigating field medical officer at Scotland Yard. Thank you, counsel. I shall accept that and the photograph as evidence. Autopsy report has been entered into the court record. Per Scotland Yard, it gives the cause of death as internal hemorrhage as a result of a single stab wound to the abdomen. Photograph of the crime scene has been entered into the court record. The knife in his abdomen is clearly visible. His face is partially obscured from the view by an old cricket hat. And one further item of evidence. The prosecution wishes to submit these as well. And these are? Good lord! Is that blood, counsel?
Oh, blood release.
Blood release? Why is he surprised to blood?
In a murder scene. Well, good lord. I swear.
Yes, my lord. Seized by policemen who had arrived at the scene. These gore-soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accuser when he was arrested. Oh, what? Mr. Gilded's gloves. Had gloves on that? Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, I got called downstairs. I have to BRB real quick. I'm so sorry, guys.
Well, we'll be right back.
Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Let's resume the game. Yes, I will accept these as evidence as well. Defendant's leather gloves have been entered into the court record. How did I get into this? I backed into a corner before I even started. Continuing. According to the driver of the omnibus, there are only 2 passengers traveling inside his vehicle at the time. Only 2? Obviously, one of those passengers was the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. The other... My god! Did they have to animate it like that? Just the...
That's so extra. Oh
It
my God, I
is!
know what you are.
Was the accused, Magnus Gilded.
I'm telling you, this fan was modeled so thirstily.
Yeah, I can see that now. Well, rather damning circumstances to say the least. Defendant, what say you? Well, of course, I have no recollection of such a thing. Mr. McGilded? To be sure, I rode the omnibus that evening. But whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness and I always succumb to it. Are you claiming to have been asleep? 'Tis the motion of the carriage, my lord. Huh? Lilton. Oh.
Oh.
Lilton, so it is. Oh, okay. And when I opened my eyes again, 'twas a desperate sight before me. The body of a man I'd never laid eyes on before in me life. Now I ask yous, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. So the blood got on the gloves then, after all the man had been killed. Unfortunately, that statement of the driver's is only the beginning. What? That's not all of it? Oh. There were multiple witnesses to the precise moment at which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed.
That's not good! That's not good!
It's a little weird seeing it spelt like that, but I guess, you know, order. When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage, and they were witnesses to the crime. This is not just a case of compelling evidence. It's the nail in the coffin for the accused. Thank you, counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear testimony from these witnesses first of all. Your wish is my command. Did they have to animate this dude like that? Okay. Bailiff, bring the witnesses in at once. Wow, okay. Ooh. Witnesses, your names and occupation.
My name is, well, everyone calls me Beppo. I drive an omnibus here in the East End.
Bruce Fairplay. I'm a banker in the city. My name is First. Lady First. I, make hats for gents. Lady? Lady? Let's begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago, at a short time after 10 o'clock in the evening, all of you present in the stand were in an omnibus and witnesses to the aforementioned incident. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Quite right. Yes, sir. That's right, sir. I like Lady. Very well then. Let's proceed to your formal testimonies, please. Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw. Okay. What the witnesser saw?
It was the last bus of the evening, so I had few customers. I remember it well.
The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then, out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife right into his guts. That's right, he stabbed him. I screamed, I did. Couldn't help it.
As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus. And then, I saw it too.
Unambiguous testimony, I must say. Exactly, my lord. These men witnessed the incident in the omnibus with their own eyes. I'd like to ask a question, if I may. Yes, counsel? Well, this testimony. Yo, it's the Humtar. There are a bunch of characters. So,
A bunch of crazy characters.
yep, so as usual, if you see one you want to take over, just yell at me.
Okay, what's happening?
We are currently defending a man a funny guy that I am assuming has a vaguely Scottish accent, despite this taking place in Britain.
You know, Britain is right next to Scotland.
No, it
right?
is, but like, I don't know, but like, but basically there was a dude. He was murdered in an omnibus, and he claims, and our defendant is claiming that he saw the guy was stabbed. He got on the bus, he fell asleep, then saw that this dude was stabbed, and he ran over to help him, and that's why his gloves are dirty. And now these 3 testimonies are saying they saw this dude on the bus just stab the guy, and that's why he's dead.
Well, that's kind of hard to
Yeah,
argue against.
yeah. Makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Why
Oh,
not?
look at that guy.
Oh, okay.
That's fucking Dracula.
He is! Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it?
God damn. Why does he look like that?
I don't. He's still
When
like
is this game supposed to take place exactly?
like 19th century.
Holy
ish?
Christ, get out of here. Nobody was that dripped out.
No, literally. Man's
Veins.
yeah. Man's so like thirstily animated too.
Oh, of course he is. How am I doing the voice for him?
I thought I heard you say you were gonna do it.
I just said look at him. He
Oh,
looks
okay.
funny. I'll do him.
Okay.
He looks funny. Oh, what would he sound like? Yeah, okay. As has been clearly stated from the outset, yes. Perfect.
Well, in that case, how could those 2 witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of the moving kit.
Yeah, is that us?
Yeah, this is us.
Okay. We look so boring and bland.
Guys! Oh no! Oh no, Ryunosuke! Oh no, Ryunosuke!
These hats. How quaint. I'd read that civilization in the Eastern Island nations is a good century behind our... Where are you from?
We are from Japan. We are currently in
No,
Britain.
him.
Oh, him?
This man.
Assumably he's from Europe.
Yeah, but he's referring to Britain as the Eastern Island nation. Oh no, he's talking about Japan, okay.
Yeah, he is.
Nothing like a good, healthy serving of racism here and there.
Yep.
But you're here in London yourself. Are you really so ignorant about our omnibuses?
Huh?
Tell me. Okay. Anthony's friend, have you ever traveled in an omnibus?
Well, no. We only just arrived in London this morning.
Damn.
Ooh.
Arrange for us to
Oh.
all see for ourselves the actual scene of the... Okay. Yeah.
He can
the
just
scene
do
of the
that?
crime. Yeah.
What do you mean? The actual scene? How?
It's rolling up. A
Yep.
carriage is designed to be moved after all. Presumably you understand that. I feel like you're breaking some codes here.
I feel like they are, but you know, this is back in the day. I assume they don't have many rules back in the times. Yes.
The omnibus in which the bloody crime took place is here today in this very building. I call to the stand omnibus.
The omnibus has to testify. Is it small enough to fit in here, or is it somewhere else in the building? Here? What? The entire carriage?
I hope he points to like the jury and there's just a cart-shaped person that's been there the whole time. Bailiff, bring forth the stricken omnibus. What?
It fits in here!
God damn.
Omnibus. Oh. So that's an omnibus. The omnibus.
No way. Is the
Rihanna.
corpse still inside?
I hope not. I can't believe they could bring something so enormous in here. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing.
That's what I thought when I heard about Britain for the first time.
Hell yeah.
As you can see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses and can carry up to 8
That
That'd be a
does
tight
not look-
squeeze.
That does not look like 8 passengers. Where? Oh! Like,
On top.
okay, I get it.
Four passengers seated inside the enclosed cabin, and another four on the rooftop. Every Londoner knows that the best view of the city's architecture and sights are to be had from the top of the omnibus. And I should point out that our foreign guest,
Oh!
that there is a skylight on the roof allowing for viewing of the interior from the seats above. That seems kind of weird.
Yeah, that seems a little extra. Do they really need a skylight? It's like, what are you going to see from the sky?
I was gonna say, what if a woman's on the second floor? But this is like old London. They weren't really caring about women's rights back then.
Yeah. Skylight. Oh!
The penny drops at last. What the? That isn't a real saying. Get out of here.
It definitely isn't. He's just a vampire. Oh.
These two gentlemen were occupying the rooftop seats of this omnibus when the murder took place. That is how they came to witness the grim incident.
That has to mean that they were sitting in the back then. Because the skylight, if they were sitting in the front, they wouldn't have seen the murderer because the skylight is behind the front seats. And that also means that the guy that was murdered has to be sitting in the seats that's like facing the front back seats. Because the view wouldn't work if it was the other way.
Yeah. Through the skylight. Wow.
That makes perfect sense.
Go ahead. Be a judge.
Oh.
Well, Counsel, this is a first.
In all my years behind the bench, I've never experienced a crime scene itself being brought into the courtroom.
There are a number of important clues remaining inside the carriage, my lord. I don't think it's how you address a judge.
No, I
I'd
don't
like
think
to
so.
submit the omnibus itself as evidence.
What? What?
There is severe malpractice going on right now. This is the prosecution's wish.
I don't think you can just do that. I think it should just be marked off as a location rather than just as evidence itself. You can literally go into it.
You can mark it as evidence probably.
Oh, welcome back.
Go back.
Oh, Hunter, do you see the totally not a vampire?
Yeah.
The
Why he
himbo
like that?
vampire? Don't ask.
Why he built so.
Yeah, why is I the first thing I said was his bottle is built so thirstily.
First thing I said was, why is Count Dracula here?
Yeah.
Very well.
I see no reason why not. This omnibus is hereby formally accepted as evidence. The omnibus has been entered into the court record.
Damn, having those open fires 2 inches away from the solid wood backing is maybe not a great idea.
Yeah, it's not, but you know, it's back in the olden days, so you know what? They were going for aesthetics.
Yeah. It's not like any wooden cities could burn or anything, am I right, fellas?
I can't believe it. The entire crime scene entered as evidence? Yes, Great Britain's is simply extraordinary. I don't think this is unique to Britain. I think this is just unique to this case. I could help myself a lot by giving that omnibus a thorough examination, seeing as it's here.
Let's continue with proceeding then. Your cross-examination. I mean, you're the judge.
Yeah, you started speaking and I was like, huh, wait a minute.
Sorry.
Let us continue with proceedings then. Your cross-examination, Counsel.
Afraid don't expect this neat. Bruh, he's just being straight up racist in court.
He is.
Afraid to understand the intricacies of the British court's cross-examination rights. You don't understand basic court rights. You can't. You know what? That's whatever.
Take a deep breath,
Old
Fiona
school Britain.
Alright, my first cross-examination in a British court.
What's all this then?
Focus, Ryunosuke. Focus. Alright. What this is saw? It was the last
Beppo.
Beppo! So I remember it well. Victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then, out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife right into his guts. That's right, he stabbed him. I screamed I did. Couldn't help it. I should save before I do this.
Probably. This case is as boring and anticlimactic as the last one. I'm gonna lose my money.
Probably isn't.
I hope not.
Yeah. As I heard the scream, I stopped my bus, and then I saw it too. Is there a... Wait, can I... How do I open... Oh, I can't. Can I... Alright. So when it happened, the only two people in the enclosed cabin area were the victim and the defendant. Can I see the court record? Okay, there we go. Can I examine? Alright. Oh, man. Phoenix Wright Omnibus!
Of course. Just in case you were wondering.
Yeah, just in case if you were wondering what game this is.
Jobmaster, London
You
head.
can see-
London head.
You can see the butt marks around the driver!
Man got his ass grooved. I can respect it.
Yeah. Find anything out of... What do you mean, anything out of place?
That's where it should be.
Can I... I'm trying to see into it. Oh. So this is the roof deck of the omnibus. Oh, you must have a wonderful view of London streets from up here. So people sit all the way up here on winter nights with cold air rushing past them? And they have to pay money to do so. I can imagine how cold it must feel. That just made me think of something horrible. Can you imagine being dragged around the city in the freezing cold as punishment?
Maybe this isn't the best thing to be conversing during a murder trial.
Maybe not.
Perhaps that is the real price you pay to stay out late.
Okay, that was the only piece of dialogue we had for that.
Being cold sure does suck.
Yeah. Is there really nothing else? Can I not
I call the horse to the stand.
say that? But in like Dual Destinies, either Dual Destinies or Spirit of Justice, we literally interrogate a dolphin. Can I look
Oh,
inside?
hell yeah.
Is this just the same? Okay, it is.
Fuck.
Is that it? That's all I can investigate? Oh, there we go. Oh, I can go inside. Okay. Never mind. Well, let's open the door and go inside, shall we? The scene of a murder. It's horrible.
Didn't you just look at one of your best friend like a week ago?
Yep. Okay.
Damn, that is a just a little splotch, that's it?
Just a little splotch. It's at the edge of the seat, it looks like. That's blood that's soaked into the seat. The victim's, obviously. Yes, and that seat would be clearly visible from the roof deck. Would you really stab somebody in full view of the other passengers like that, I wonder? Well, it was after dark. And there was a lamp in here, so perhaps the culprit couldn't see anything outside of through the skylight. Whichever way you look at it, it doesn't seem like it was a planned attack.
You just gone stabbing.
Yeah, no.
London after all.
Ah, that's a poster for the great exhibition that's due to start 6 months from now. There's a lot of focus being drawn to the Crystal Tower, the centerpiece of the whole exposition. Ooh, the Crystal Tower. It's under construction already, I believe. People all over London must be fizzing with excitement at the prospect of such a grand event. Okay, that's not important right now.
The famous Crystal Tower of London, no way.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm back. Why are we in first person?
We're exploring the cart. There's a blood
Can
splotch
you
right over
believe
there.
that there was knife crime in London? I'm shocked.
No way. That's the first thing you do when you get to bread.
Yeah.
Large
Is it the
scrap-
first thing?
Not
I don't
sure.
know. Let me pick a...
Does appear to be a handle or cache of any description. Suppose it can't be opened from the inside the cabin, at least.
So
There's a latch on the outside.
Okay, there's a latch
See
on
it
the.
on
So
top.
can we go outside?
Yeah.
Touch grass?
Not yet.
Why is there
We're
just
in
a
the
void
courtroom.
outside of this? Is it nothing?
Because it'd be
exists?
too hard to use the model of the courtroom that already exists.
This
Yeah.
model is so sad.
Oh, it's just the same. It's just the same poster.
No
Is
way.
there nothing
the
else in here?
famous London Crystal Tower. Look on the
Oh!
ground.
No way, luggage.
There's a handle.
There's a body.
The seat has a handle, it seems.
Going to be like
Oh, luggage.
Oh,
Okay,
there's,
just
there's a
luggage.
chest. Loot it.
No way, it's Blabo's snake from the last one.
It's
Whatever his
This
name
looks
was.
like all
Someone's
sorts of
character.
equipment that might be needed to keep the omnibus running. Feeding tube? Oh, feeding right, horses.
What? What are you saying?
There are
I s-
horses.
Yeah, I saw feeding tubes and I was really concerned.
It's feeding tubs.
Tubs.
Feeding tubs!
tubes,
Feeding
yeah.
tubs! I'm
Doesn't got a
illiterate!
feeding tube.
Hey yo, pass me the tube.
Pass me the feeding tube.
Tools to repair wheels, blankets, horse shoeing
Hunter.
tools.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one Jordan Peterson did?
What?
Which one?
Tweet.
Oh,
The only one related to feeding tubes, except it's
I
different.
think the one that he retweeted thinking it was like,
It was real.
yeah, I do.
Oh my god, you guys are talking about that.
This is what they're
Oh, you know
doing.
what it is too?
That was everywhere on Twitter. For like
Yeah, it
a week.
was.
Okay, okay.
That was really funny.
That might be it. Is there...
We have
Okay.
all our gifts.
Commit theft right here in the courtroom. Is there a handle under the other seat?
No, there isn't.
Cringe.
Thank
Have you
you.
investigated the trio?
The what? Oh, yeah, I think I investigated. You said no, let's step back outside then. That was an awkward transition.
They all are. This really does just look like a
Phoenix, right?
Skyrim loading screen.
Omnibus.
Oh, there's
This
a...
looks
This
like
is-
a Skyrim loading
The
screen.
Skyrim loading screen. This is one. Hey, and can you... Oh, I almost said... Oh, oopsie. Can you zoom out and just
I-
rotate it horizontally?
I can't zoom out much more than
Trolls
this.
are weak to fire.
Trolls are weak to
Really?
fire.
That's not good for us.
There's List of the Thieves Guild in the Ratway in Riften.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Go a little bit up. Go a little bit up. No, drag up. You went left. Okay, no, not that up. Go like a 30-degree up.
Like
Yeah.
this?
Now do it horizontally at a constant rate.
Is
Let
this
me
what
see
you
where
desire?
it's going.
Or set the top. Let's think in all of Skyrim.
Oh my god.
Actually, it has to relate to the. No, it usually relates to the carriage, but if not,
Sometimes
does-
it doesn't.
Yeah.
I need to find a list of some of the things they say.
Can I
Here we go.
inspect this?
You can travel fast to different places located at these horses.
Oh, this one has a card on it. Okay. Any map
What do you-
locations that have been discovered and visible can be fast traveled to from any area outdoors.
Thank
Alright.
you.
That's enough. That's enough of the carriage.
That loading
Uh.
screen has a carriage on it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, you got that thing on it.
Oh
Got the
my
gloves,
god.
and there's blood on here.
That's strawberry jam.
Hey, this is definitely strawberry jam, isn't it? Not the most pleasant sight to be confronted with on our first day of London. Nothing come of crumbling now. No.
Why be?
By the way, is
give
Mr.
British accents to all of these people?
Oh, that's interesting. Is Mr. McGilded right-handed? Yes, I
You
believe
gotta go
so.
heavy on the.
He was toying with a
British
coin in his right
accent.
hand a little earlier. Pity. If only he'd been left-handed. I think
Sad
blood on either
someone
glove
came
would be
on
fairly
down.
incriminating, really.
Why are you guys both front facing? No, it's like 1/8 instead of 3/4.
1/8?
That's like one of the two
Sorry, 7/8?
dimensions of their characters.
I don't know what
wanna
direction
see the
it'd be.
optos.
10/8.
Wait, so
Name.
3/4. What does that mean? 3/4 in what way?
It's like-
3/4 to
toward-
the towards
Any
the
direction.
The right.
left. Yeah.
Due to internal hemorrhaging resulting
the
from
left.
trauma.
Is it? No, towards the camera
Occupation
from the right.
brickmaker.
Towards the camera from
I
either
see.
side.
That's it?
Oh, okay. From the either side. Yes. So why are they in like 1/8 view?
I don't think there would have been blood in the center of the seat if he slumped all the way against the wall.
So he just received a stab wound. What would you do? Ugh. And then you'd fall back into the chair.
Blimey.
No, but the stab wound was
Blimey,
in
not again.
like the middle of the seat. If he's laid up against the wall like this, I don't think
Tuesday.
the blood would have been on like the where he was seated.
What are you talking about?
The blood's on the edge of the seat.
Yeah, it's on the edge of
Oh.
the seat.
Please don't go back in.
It's on the edge
So-
of the seat in the middle.
You got moved over there?
That's what I was thinking.
Somebody had an accident there. Uh-oh.
So help me. 3 whole people witnessed the man I'm trying to defend do the deed. I don't like to be pessimistic, but we do seem to be in a rather difficult situation here.
You say so.
I've never had a situation in these
I'm
games
supposed
where
to
the
think
person
here.
you're defending is actually like just did it.
That'd be
There was
great,
a
but
is
is
it
it
in
all
the
protected?
first game, or was it the third
Oh.
game? The
Why
one
is
with
it
Matt
only in, like,
Engard.
one game?
How could they possibly have so many? This is like the Grey's Anatomy of games where they just keep on
This
pumping
is-
out.
Or the
The
house.
same-
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, what's the one? I think it is Grey's Anatomy. It's been on for like 25 seasons and somehow still has
I don't
medical
fucking know.
emergencies.
I mean,
Okay.
some of them are taken from real things, I think.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I had
but-
few customers. I
Which is-
remember it well.
Interesting.
Which way
But
you
isn't
can
it a
touch on
is it a sitcom or is it actually like
No,
focused
there's
on
like
the-
there's a plot going out with the doctors and they date each other and stuff.
You saw them through the skylight on the roof of the carriage? Oh, that's right. When you sit up at the top deck, the window's right there at your feet. Yeah, right there.
No.
Yeah, look at that.
There was a lamp on the inside, so I had a pretty good view.
Excuse me. Oh, that
Bless
was
you.
I meant to mute.
How
Oopsies.
dare you.
That's you. Oh, the 2 of them were wearing hats, and I couldn't exactly make out their faces. But there's not a shred of doubt in my mind that it was Mr. McGilded.
That guy's not wearing gloves.
Yeah, oh wait! No, you're right! How can you be so sure? Well, how can I put it politely? Mr. Wait, uh-huh.
Wow.
I thought it said Mr. McGilded is a gentleman of rather small stature.
He's a
I couldn't
real
have mistaken him for
boy.
anybody else.
Can you voice your character? Can you voice Mr. Wright as Better Call Saul?
No, I can't.
I forget. I can't do his voice.
He doesn't have a voice. He has a
Yeah,
personality.
he does.
Get the
Ladies
riz.
and gentlemen of the jury. I can't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Let's not forget that when the
Minecraft
music
server.
came to a halt, the only people inside the enclosed cabin were the deceased Mr. Mason and Mr. McGilded.
Can you do a vampire accent?
A vampire accent?
Vampire
What, like
voice.
Transylvania?
Yes.
There is no doubt. There is no room for doubt here.
Can you say it like a fuck boy?
I
What?
can't. Fuck by vampires. Just
Oh, he's just biting
Fuck.
your lip.
no. What? Edward from
Edward.
whole
Edward.
franchise.
Oh, you gotta talk like
Uh,
from
And the
the.
Oh, I really
monster
wish I were-
Bella.
wish there was. Then out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife right into his guts.
Me too.
Zoinks.
This man has a lot of.
He's
Wow.
angular.
He
He
Yeah.
is.
angles up.
He's got a W in his character design.
It's Wario.
Yeah. You actually saw the exact moment it happened? Didn't I already testify to that?
Is he?
Oh,
Oh,
you just
you,
have to square up.
yeah. Alright, fair didn't. Wait, what? Alright,
And-
fair didn't come. Hardworking city banker is not considered trustworthy these days. Oh, no. I didn't mean it like that.
He
This
didn't
is no
know
good.
that.
I've already got his backup.
Yep.
Perhaps you could just tell us what you saw in a little more detail, if that's. Oh, my
Who's
lord!
this dick asshole? Why does he have a knife?
I don't know.
Can't do the voice for this one.
Juror number.
No, not
Oh
him.
no, yeah, I was
Oh,
about to say the
twink
juror
in
number
the
3.
sands.
Hmm? Juror
that
number
twin?
3. What's the
He's not
meaning
really
of
a
this?
twin. He just
Dude,
that one.
My name is. My mind is made up, my lord. Completely and utterly made up.
What does he
Made
have
up
a
about
knife? You
what?
can't bring weapons into the courtroom.
yeah.
I don't like this thinking. Oh.
Uh-huh.
How?
Uh-huh.
He looks like he's a noble though. I don't know.
He
what.
does!
Everybody dressed like that in the
Yeah.
1800s.
I don't like the stinking rich. I'll never have. Never have. They're always up to something or other that they shouldn't be. Every one of them.
Already?
Why is there a BMP of fire
No.
right next to my elbow? That little leprechaun of a man is no exception. Well, he can't fool me.
Already?
Why did you just do that? Oh, that's how that works?
Oh, I
Huh.
forgot
is
that
it-
that's how courts work. of
Yeah.
course.
That's not how the Supreme Court works here.
Uh-oh.
All
There's
right,
no
death.
police time. That's my opinion of the matter, anyway.
Oh, hold it. Oh no, juror number 1.
Hunter.
That means a leprechaun. That's precisely what I was about to say.
Capitalism.
As the foreman of the jury, it's my duty to set a good example for my fellow jurors. I'm going to rush to a decision.
Why? I haven't even done anything yet. Oh, there's a counter. What the? What's happening here?
Oh, she got that thing.
Let me
out.
see. Ah, yes. It seems that's how the members of the jury give their verdicts.
Obviously.
With fire? Apparently, yes. White for innocence and black for guilty. As the 6 members of the jury make up their minds about the case,
Hunter.
one by
Yeah.
one, they cast a ball of fire
Yeah.
into the great scales
who's
of
that
justice,
guy?
as they saw a moment ago.
Do you need the nerve to call someone a leprechaun when there's somebody on the stand that looks like that?
Wow.
There's a horseshoe.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So if there's enormous scales fall completely to the black side, does that mean... Let's do our very best to make sure that doesn't happen! Ugh, now I'm even more worried than I was before.
Should I do the man?
Man.
The
You want to do
man?
the man?
I can take both.
Okay, okay.
Very well. The court acknowledges the change in
No, no, I meant
stance.
Ryunosuke.
Oh,
Did you think I
Ryunosuke?
meant the judge? The judge?
Judge.
Oh, no, I'll take Ryunosuke.
Okay,
You should be
okay.
the judge. Judge you
Counsel
both.
for the defense, please continue. Wait, this is British. Please continue with your cross-examination.
Oh, it's British. This is a nightmare.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Stabbing. I screamed I did. Couldn't help it.
you gotta do higher pitch. And
Huh?
one
No,
more.
no, I'm
Definitely
just
had
reading it.
something incriminating in that hat.
Oh, this is like a quote?
Yeah.
Oh, I can totally tell because of the green text. Not like there's a
Um,
punctuation mark for like quotes or anything.
Can I not?
What are you talking about?
Can I not pull up the court record?
Let the record show I don't really care.
I literally have no clue. I literally have no clue.
That's a hehe. It's fine.
What exactly did you see?
Oh, well, sir, that would be the passenger, sir. Yes, collapsed on the floor.
No.
He was.
And by the passenger, obviously you're referring to the victim,
Mr.
Mr. Mason, the proof
Mason.
maker.
Yeah, Mr. Mason.
Aptly named.
Yeah.
And then the other passenger had that knife in his hand. Like
What was
this.
his name? Stabson McGilded?
No, it was Magnus McGilded.
Oh, there it is. Stabson. By the very passenger, obviously you're referring to the accused, Mr. Max McGilded.
And then he plunged it down like this, stabbing the other passenger in the belly.
What?
Oh,
No, that's not what happened. The other dude was still in the seat.
My lord, if you'll forgive me, if you'll forget
No.
the interruption.
Oh my god.
you
Why
start
do they keep
beatboxing?
referring to the judge as my lord?
Yeah.
Juror number 2. It makes me happy. Go on.
Great apostle judge, if you
Mr.
would.
McGilded is a pillar of society and a gentleman gentleman's word should be sacrosanct.
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 Croissant.
However,
Why are you French now?
Oh, already?
Sacrosanct?
those of us in service know we must accept hard truths.
Bro,
Wait,
he's in the middle
what
of
are you
making a
about to do?
point.
Dispose of the rubbish.
This trial literally just
Whoa.
started! What the hell?
Well, this man is going to get.
You have made like literally like 10 minutes worth of argument.
I have!
You've
No!
already lost half the jury.
I don't wish to cause offense,
It's gonna be a
but I do like
turnaround.
to
You gotta do
eradicate
it.
all traces of filth and grime.
Hold it.
Are you
Uh-oh.
kidding me?
Who is this?
Ooh.
Who is this?
I have painstakingly typed every word uttered here
It's like a
today
Picasso
and cross-referenced all the facts. As such, I am now in a position to draw the only logical conclusion. We'll spend 10 minutes in the courtroom! Hello?
There you go. There goes
Goodbye.
eternity. Bye bye.
This should be like a phantom.
again.
What's
4 out of 6 jury members have proposed a guilty
the
verdict.
Shadow Realm. Should be a Shadow Realm duel.
The
And
Shadow-
Whenever
if
all
you-
the, whenever all the fires like are all in around the left side, the man just falls to like a trip like a pit of sharks or something.
If all the fires go to that side, the judge grows like 30 feet tall and becomes a Soulsborne.
He already is.
Got it.
Yeah.
Every time I press these witnesses for more information, I just make the situation worse. Nevertheless, what we need more than anything at the moment is more information. We're still very much in the dark. I suppose I'll just have to keep pressing the witnesses, knowing that more sparks will fly. We mustn't give up hope that we'll uncover something that will give us a way to fight back. Alright, I'll keep trying. I can't give up.
Is trial by
I just need
combat
to keep
still a
calm
thing?
and listen to witnesses' statements again. Alright, was not on the floor! He was not on the floor!
Accuse him.
Accuse him, did he?
I'm gonna press him again and tell him, hey, yo, he wasn't on the
Are
floor.
we doing bad or?
I think we're doing pretty bad.
I think the top right though, we didn't miss any marks,
Yeah.
did we?
I mean, those are definitely scripted to happen.
Yeah.
But the
Brickmaker.
passenger, blah, 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 it's the
I
exact
guess we're
same
supposed to
thing.
show how good the vampire man is at lawyering for some reason.
Yeah. And then the last two jurors. Oh.
Oh!
It's hard to believe I'm one of London's greatest philanthropists, but this is pretty damning indeed.
The law knows no philanthropists, my lord. Only the innocent and guilty. Good deeds
Why is he
mean
looking so
nothing,
solemn?
the way and the evil. The truth is everything.
Couldn't agree more, sir. The truth.
Yeah.
Is he not gonna add it?
Bruh.
Oh.
Wow, great advice.
Next guy.
Skill issue.
Bruh, there's very clear issues with what he's saying.
Hold it!
It's not gonna work.
It's not.
Oh,
Yes.
here we go. It's new.
I think it was sometime after 10, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, sir. That's right, sir. Yes, it was ever so cold. It was, sir, freezing, in fact.
You had 4 passengers on board at the time. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right, sir. Not all traveling in the same parts of the bus. Of course, though. No.
Judge.
Oh, oops. I was on my phone reading videos. There are no other passengers when the incident took place. No one alighted, for example.
You're quite right with that, sir. No other passengers like that. No.
Why is this
None.
person cold?
Yeah.
It's his quirky character trait.
So nobody fled
My
the scene of the crime then.
Trait is that I'm cold.
I have to say, the boss insists on it running, he does. Every evening. That last bus of the day. But I do wonder sometimes if it's altogether worthwhile. Yes, sorry to say.
Can I... Okay, no one else is... What do you mean by that?
Well, what? With it being so cold and everything, only making 20 pence on the run, you see. Yes, I spend that much on the pub on the way home. Just trying to warm up again.
This poor man. Okay, I already pressed this.
Hold it!
You stabbed him, you say? And you were sitting up on the roof deck, were you? Yes, that's right, sir. I was up on this roof seats. Yeah, this guy's not wearing gloves. I remember seeing the little gent sitting next to the fellow that was stabbed. I'd been thinking about a new hat design, you see, so I was just gazing absent-mindedly around. But then I happened to look down through the skylight. It was sticking right out from his belly. That huge, great knife.
It was a pretty normal sized knife.
Yeah.
Forgrim's Titan dude.
Oh, that didn't help me at all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The jury looks like they're even more convinced my client did it than they were before. That appears to have made everyone more dubious that Mr. Gilded is telling the truth. If only we had some evidence to counter their suspicions.
Mr. First.
Oh,
Should I say
yes,
Mr.
yes,
Second?
sir? Oh, there's the evidence.
The night you saw. I had it
Oh,
on
good
me.
grief. Yes, that's it. The very one, sir.
Wow.
Wow.
Real knifey.
Is that?
Yes, Counsel. This is a blade that was driven into the victim's belly like a stick through. Odd that you referenced that. Mister.
Yeah, you know, vampires.
He's very subtle about it. I don't know how
Yeah.
you can tell. Oh, that is a blade of considerable size, Counsel.
It's not about size, Judge. It
You don't
is,
know
and
that.
furthermore,
Shut up.
it's discovered this. What? Embaz.
It's emblazoned.
Emblazoned. Oh, I was thinking embezzled, bro. Emblazoned prominently.
It's
with
bedazzled.
The initial. Letter M. Seems oddly familiar. Moose.
Please, no.
You see
M.
bus?
Mr. Magnus, perhaps? Or Mikilde? Possibly? Take your pick.
Okay, but what about the other
Mango.
names here?
Mob.
His name is Mason!
Seems this particular big name in London made the magnificent mistake.
Objection!
Oh my god. But there are M's everywhere. Yes. Like in Mason.
Objection!
Objection. This blade is far too extravagant for a poor brickman to have owned.
Okay.
People can't have nice things. No, this weapon of murder almost certainly belongs to the accused.
Uh,
My sources just trust me.
Oh, not conclusive, but certainly compelling, Counsel.
murder weapon has been entered into court record.
Oh, kind
Okay.
of did not enter that until the trial had already started.
Okay, I know you're
You
speaking,
can't
but
bring in things like that. That's cheating.
Yeah. Like
Or is
Could
it a
it-
W?
could it
It's
have
fucking
been a
M to
W?
It's the Wumbo. It's the Wumbo issue.
No way.
could it have been a W? Mr. Magnus's McGilded
Does any of the
It's really
W
funny.
names?
too. It must be very valuable, you should think. Ah, what is it? Look at this M.
It
If
could
you
be
turn
a-
it upside down,
wow,
it becomes
that
a
is
W. This could change
Turn
everything.
on it- If you
A
turn on
W?
its side, it's an E.
Yeah. You've
Or
seen
a
our turnabout
C.
cases. I'm sure of it.
Really bad.
I'm afraid I don't
three.
know at all. But what I am sure of is that this is an M. No, it could be a W. It looks more like a W, not an M.
You don't know how it's the series were written back in the day. That's a oddly looking.
Part is the sheath, isn't
dagger.
it? You're all right, Mr. Naruhodo. Hmm? Oh, sorry. Yes, I just don't really like blades. Oh, they seem like the words of a man with a large katana slung from his waist. That's not a blade. That's Kazuma's soul.
Oh,
Anyway.
yes, of course.
No
I
sense
mean,
of
I feel like
playing
you'd
it.
be more scared
What
of
blade
like
looks like?
bedposts.
Oh yeah, there's blood on this thing.
You just
Hey, yo,
carrying that
yo.
around on him?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
blood on this thing.
I guess weapons are allowed in courthouses
like a lot of
in this
blood.
world.
Victims. In English, man's blood looks a lot like Japanese. What does this mean? Hello? What does this mean, Naruhodo?
I mean,
Herm.
he's being based. He's saying that all humans are tasty on the inside.
Huh. Did you think it wouldn't? Sorry, it's just that we've only just arrived here in Great Britain. I'm finding it a little hard to adjust. Yes,
No,
I do
oh, it's
understand.
okay if
Did
you're
they learn
racist,
English?
because-
Is this supposed to be English, like in canon, or no?
We are supposed to be in England.
No, like speaking.
No, but
Oh,
are you
speaking?
speaking English
No.
right now, or what the?
But how is
What?
everybody in the trial? But is
I don't
that
know,
why
it's
they're
probably-
just ignoring your arguments? Can the entire
That's
jury
hilarious.
not understand you?
You're just
No, I think it's more that Naruhodo and Susato are speaking English. It's just that they're not great at it.
I don't
That's
believe you.
this.
I believe that we are not talking in a language that they can comprehend right now.
My lord, I wish to speak.
Oh yes, juror number 5. Do I take it that you too?
As the master of the London Guilds of Coachmen, the idea of a murder being committed in one of the city's carriages is utterly abhorrent to me.
Oh, so he's just
It
gonna.
wouldn't be right to make a decision before hearing all the facts, though. I said to
Oh, this
myself.
person had common sense. Oh.
No! But I've heard enough now. The horse has
I hate
bolted,
that
as they say.
image. I hate
No!
that image so much.
No,
Why
no,
is that
please, just keep an open mind a
fire
little
so
longer.
quality?
Gee,
They couldn't have done
mouse in
like
the
a
blaze.
painted fire? Not like
No.
a realistic fire?
What the
No,
hell? It's been 10
processing.
minutes!
Why is this stretched?
Processing too much. The game it can only be so big. Come on.
Beppo is a long-standing member of the guild, and I trust what the man says. Oh, thank you, sir. You're too kind, sir.
Damn, that seems like a conflict of interest, Your Honor.
Just too
What happens
unkind,
if you're
sir.
if you're like a lawyer and the person you're defending is actually just completely did it? What do you do?
Then you either don't take the trial or take a lot of money and just let them go to jail.
Yep.
Which now means that 5 jurors agree to condemn this man.
Are you kidding? It's been 10 minutes.
Oh, sweet old lady.
Oh no.
Bleh. Madam Juror number 6.
Yes, dear. What can I do for you?
Condemn him to death, please.
Oh, yes, I certainly have. Still got my hearing, you know.
Okay. Then pray tell, why are you yet to pronounce your meaning? Because it's been 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Why are you
Well,
like
dear,
this?
the thing is, I'm a creature of habit, me. I always go to the park at around this time of day and sit on a nice bench and get on with my knitting.
Okay.
There's a lovely little park just near where I live. The Gilded Park, it's called.
Oh,
Another conflict of interest. Shocker.
The gentleman donated to the city, you know, to put a smile on Londoners' faces, he said. I can't imagine such a fine young gentleman would have have it in him to take another man's life.
so he's doing wonderful things for the city. That's right. A man like that would stab someone, surely.
Mother, maybe go to the Gilded Park Public Library later and borrow some more books. He has a
Yes.
library.
Those things that people say all the time. How many Londoners live with their head in the clouds? Do you people not know? What kind of man like this Gilded really? I don't think you do either. Hear him playing like the fucking. Alright.
This guy
totally a
is.
vampire.
This guy. What kind of a man is he?
The philanthropist, Magnus McGilded, has enough wealth to purchase the entire city he claims to value so highly. But where did all the wealth come from? Your client is a Shylock, sir. One with a very dark. What does this mean? Okay.
I have
he's
no
stanky.
clue. What?
Stone the crows.
Don't do that. McGilded lends the money at extortionate
This-
rates of interest.
You're
as
doing
because of no
pathos?
hope of
My guy
repaying.
is doing pathos.
Wait. No, that
Indeed.
doesn't.
When they default, he takes possession of everything they own. He's a vulture that plays on the weak.
I've never heard any mention of that before.
Please, I haven't deserted you, I am afraid, madam. So has this thought not crossed your mind? Oh my god. Would a man lucky enough to buy London in its entirety not have a carriage of his own?
No, yeah. Why doesn't he pay for a lawyer?
What possible reason could this man have had to make use of public omnibus service?
You're not saying that.
The victim, a poor brickmaker, had next to nothing to his name, save considerable financial liability. I was also surprised that his creditor was the accused, Magnus McGildy.
It feels like he's just, like, dragging this guy to the mud so that they can just vote him guilty.
That is exactly what he's doing.
Exactly what he's
Let
doing.
it also be known that the very day Mr. Mason was killed, the final repayment date of the death. What?
What? Okay.
Oh, good gracious.
As the brickmaker was destitute, he had lost his house, he had not a shilling with which to repay his debts.
That's
And in the end, his pitiful soul had the very last thing he had taken from him, his life. By the merciless philanthropist, pretender, Magnus McGildy. Oh,
I don't believe it. If I
Why
might
is she
add
doing more
something
work
briefly,
than us?
no, you
Mr.
can't
Sato?
do that. Okay.
you claim that the victim had been lent money by Mr. McGilden. But where's the evidence to support your claim?
Yeah, that is kind of important.
Why is there a wine bottle all of a sudden?
Because he's getting sauced up.
Oh my
Oh,
god, I
obviously.
just spawned in for this animation.
Oh my god.
Of course, he summoned it.
Oh my god.
This looks like blood. Ha ha ha. Pray forgive the discourtesy
We
of
have
filling
weapons
my
in the
hallowed
block. I
chalice.
don't think
Bruh.
matters.
This-
Fill my chalice,
The hallowed-
madam.
He's the chalice.
A
Oh my
chalice,
god.
Oh, there too.
What?
That's Zeke's hallowed chalice.
What
Oh
does
my gosh,
this
I'm
mean?
totally
It's a
fangirling
hollow.
This
out.
be considered
Oh my
acceptable?
god, no way.
I find myself in unexpectedly good humor. I had heard ladies from the Far East could show
Is he
great
a
courage.
misogynist?
I didn't expect.
Oh
they all
my
are. I
god.
didn't expect to experience it for myself.
Oh my god.
Ah, as judiciary assistant to defense, I am simply doing my job.
What a pity your display of courage is in the vein. Get it, veins?
Oh my god.
This is the
Why doesn't
Debtor's
this dude
ledger.
just pass all of the
This
evidence
is
at the
all-
start?
Details all monies? What?
Monies?
Or money's that's the way you can say
That is the
is all-
awful.
Yeah.
I know, that's awful. Loathed by the accused. You'll find the victim's name clearly recorded inside. I'm holding all the evidence until I
Oh.
feel like submitting it.
Yep.
Allow me to present this ledger as
wait,
evidence.
hold on, I gotta go do my laundry. Be right back.
Cringe as fuck. And pray forgive the discourtesy of raising my chalice and toast to the enigmatic East. Bruh.
This dude. A marvelous toast, counsel. I will gladly accept this new evidence. Debtor's ledger has been entered to the court record. Can I see it? Right now? Right the hell now.
Ah, yes, 20 guineas. The victim owed a considerable sum.
Let me see this right the hell now.
You gotta unlatch the latch.
I
Take the latch
wanna
off the book,
see the
unlatch
sides
the
first.
latch.
Yeah, I gotta unlatch the latch. This portfolio must contain all sorts of secrets from London's gentry.
Oh dear.
Do you really think we ought to look inside? Yes! Well, it's not as though we know any of London's gentry personally, is it? Apart from our great detective friend, perhaps. Actually, I wonder. I assure you we will not find Mr. Sholm's name inside.
Be funny.
It'd be funny. Well, let's see what we can find. Oh, it was upside down?
Oops.
Ooh,
Wow,
okay.
legible.
Wow, it's all legible. Hell yeah. Gosh, it's crammed full of gentlemen's names, isn't it? Well, I suppose they're probably not all gentlemen at all, are they? After all, not everyone in this country is well off. Ah, goodness! What is it? Look at this! Do you see the name here? Bruce Fairplay!
Who is this?
That's the banker.
Oh, are they all in there? That'd be funny.
Bruce Fair... Should that mean something to me? It does sound strangely familiar, actually.
Bro, how do you
Bruce
forget this
Fairplay!
shit?
The witness testifying at this very moment.
You're an awful lawyer.
Yeah. Oh yes, of course, the banker. Why is his name in here? Ah.
I'll be back.
Borrowed 20 guineas, did he? And look, the repayment date is fast approaching. It's possible that this is just a coincidence, of course, but this could be very useful information. Alright. Okay. Is that it? Okay. That was it. That was it. That was important evidence. That was important evidence. Let me out. Okay. Okay. That is extremely important. And the accused made quite certain he had ample recompense. No.
Well, it would seem I've had the wool pulled over my eyes.
Regrettably, madame, that is the modus operandi of the accused.
And it's such a pretty little park, too. What a scoundrel.
Dude, no! Stop this!
Still,
No!
maybe it's all for the best.
Wait a minute! Let's think about this a little more before.
I don't stand for nonsense. Hello? It's been 10 minutes!
I didn't even get to do anything! That was it. The last juror's decision. According to this encyclopedia of British law, when all members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended, and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. That's what it says here. The final verdict. It's over then. Oh! There's a footnote, though. A footnote? However, the defense... Oh. All 6 members of the jury are now in agreement in this case. Allow me to convey my respect for your swift and righteous decision.
According to the laws of this country, I will now conclude the trial by delivering my final verdict. I trust there are no objections. Object!
Mr. Sato, just tell me one thing. Oh, yes? You were in the middle of saying something before. The footnote in your Encyclopedia of British Law. However, defense. What did it say next?
Oh yes, of course.
One moment. When all members of the jury have concluded the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended, and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. Then the footnote says, however, the defense has the right to demand a summation examination of the jurors at this point. Summation examination?
Objection!
A summation examination? From which century has that tome you have there been resurrected? Judging from the binding, I would say that book is at least 50 years old. Any modern text on British law wouldn't even give such an antiquated procedure a mention. It's a relic, long forgotten, and certainly no longer practiced. So you're out of luck. Oh. What even is it, Mr. Zato? This so-called summation examination. Oh, one moment, and I'll read about it. You would demand the right to a procedure before you even understand what it entails. Typical Nipponese. Wow, this dude. Alright, Mr. Naruhodo, I think I understand. It seems that under this procedure we would be able to appeal to the members of the jury. To do what, exactly? Appeal to them to change their leaning and reverse their decisions. And it says here that, if successful, the proceedings of the trial must be resumed. Make them reverse their decisions?
Yes, in times gone by, barristers would use a summation examination to attempt to influence the jury's position. But that procedure became something of a formality with no practical benefit, really, so it rather fell out of use.
I wonder why. Because it was devoid of purpose. Changing just one member of the jury's mind would be hard enough, let alone several. No self-respecting defense barrister would even assert his right to try in this day and age. Still, I don't see any mention of the procedure actually being formally revoked. What are you suggesting? Let's do it! Let's do it! I'm suggesting that although it may be antiquated and largely forgotten, it isn't yet extinct. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? A summation examination. Our last possible option. Do we assert our right to carry it out or admit defeat? Assert our right! The defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination, my lord.
Objection!
Oh, shut up. London is the capital city of the most powerful nation on earth. We have a duty to the world to exemplify the very highest standards of judicial procedure. Summation examinations are an embarrassment that should remain buried.
Objection!
But if it's our right, it's our right! I believe it could prove vital in this trial.
The defense petition is perfectly valid. The court will proceed.
With the summation examination. This is madness. Foreman, are you and the remainder of the jury ready? Oh.
Well,
I'm not. There was no mention of this in the letter I received, you see, so... All members of the jury will be asked to explain on what grounds they have reached their decision. On what grounds? You must all justify your decisions and explain why you believe the defendant to be guilty.
well, my lord, you're rather putting us on the spot. This is most irregular. No mention was made of this before.
I don't really hold with all this justifying lark. That seems to have thrown the jurors off. It seems none of them have experienced this before. Alright then. The summation examination. A defense procedure no practicing lawyer has attempted for years, is it? Well, just maybe. It might be the opportunity we've been looking for. To turn this trial around. Alright! So be it then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. The court hereby calls upon you to state the grounds on which you find the defendant, Magnus McGilded, guilty of this most serious crime. Alright, let's see some holes here. There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it had to be him.
I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory, it seems. 4 passengers, with fares totaling 20 pence.
He struck the chap next to him just like this. Brazen, I must say. Absolutely brazen.
I have simply typed in cited all the statements made thus far and drawn the logical conclusion.
Yo, we are trying to reverse the decisions.
Yeah,
Alright.
oh, they all voted? Well,
They all voted, and we're trying to reverse their decisions because it's within the British law right for us to do so.
of course. Thanks, Britain.
Yep. You can trust the guild. Off. Fair fares is our motto. We haven't raised prices above 4 pence for years.
The scoundrel stabbing that poor man on the floor. It beggars belief.
Some of these didn't actually explain. I'm starting to wish I hadn't pushed for this now. Some of the jurors don't seem to have wonderfully formed arguments, though, do they? Well, let's see what we can do. We need to get these 6 people to change their minds. I'll have to throw everything I can at them and use some very persuasive language. Just a moment, Mr. Naruhodo. According to my book, that's not quite how it works. Oh? I thought I was going to have to thaw their icy minds with some heartwarming rhetoric about the defendant. Unfortunately, once the jurors have decided the defendant is guilty, they're unlikely to heed anything the defense says. But then, they've reached their conclusions by their own reasoning, you see. Your pleas will sound like excuses. In fact, it could recoil on you. The more you try to persuade them, the more entrenched they may become. Then what on earth am I supposed to do? Oh dear,
Give up.
I'm just citing what I read about British law, Mr. Naruhodo. Right, I'm sorry. Do you have any ideas how to make this work then? Well, from what I can understand, the key to this procedure is using the jurors' own words to make your arguments. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, to pit them against each other? Well, 6 members of the jury are randomly selected members of the public. They may appear to present a united front, but the truth is, they are complete strangers who just happen to find themselves here in the courtroom together. And that's the way to break them down, you mean? Well, exactly. We must listen very carefully to what each member of the jury says, and see if we can identify any contradictory statements. If we can, then we contrast the statements and pit the corresponding jurors against each other. Oh, I see. So it's contradictions and... What, 2 or more jurors are what we're looking for. In a way, then. This is similar to a regular cross-examination. Oh, yes, I suppose you're right. Okay, find contradictions in their statements and pit the jurors against one another to break
Why is
them down.
Pit right?
Pit.
You gotta pit them.
Yeah, I gotta pit them.
I've returned.
Welcome back.
I,
Someone decided to take my clothes out of the dryer and put them somewhere else and put.
Nothing happens if you're in the dryer too.
Dryer.
I went there right after. Whatever.
I would ask you to take the stand for this. I'm expecting a clear and concise rebuttal.
Yes, my lord.
Why they call him my
Wait,
lord?
what did I miss? Did they kill him yet?
No,
He's
we're
about
trying.
to attack them with his sword.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm
Fire
supposed to.
Emblem?
Defense
Go
is
attack.
rebuttal. I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to.
The little bunker, little luggage.
You're supposed to make rebuttals using
None.
the words that the jurors said.
That's. Oh, so you're using their words against them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 pence. 20 pence. 4 pence.
Yeah, it's 20 pence total. Oh, but then there'd be 5 people.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that would mean
You can
that
do
This
that.
one
there's
and this
5
one.
people.
2 and
I
5.
need to teach math.
Yeah. So that means there are 5 people in the carriage. Oh my.
Yeah. Wait, but also 3 and 6 don't match. Struck the chapter just like this, stabbing that poor man on the floor.
Bro, these people. This court is corrupt.
Wait, I'm going
This part is
to.
awful.
I'm going to
There's such
save.
obvious contradiction.
I'm going to save. Because I think I was supposed to get here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna save.
I would do the Ferris one.
I'm going to do this one. And this one first. Just so. Oh! These 2 statements are completely contradictory.
What? Explain, counsel, post haste.
Oh, dearie me. I was only knitting a jumper for my other half.
Oh, what is all this claptrap? What does contradictory even mean, I ask?
Extra!
Claptrap? We've heard from more than one witness that they allegedly saw the actual moment the defendant stabbed the victim. Now,
None
out
of
of
the shit you guys
curiosity,
make
juror number 3.
sense.
Oh,
What is he busy with?
He's
oh, the
trying
knife
to-
is stuck.
Trying to yak off his knife.
Yeah.
Yak it right out of the table. Why do you bring a knife into a courtroom?
Why
It's
does
already
Miyamoto, in that case, why does Naruhodo have a whole katana?
It's a ceremonial one. It's probably just a sheet.
No,
Juror
I'm
number
pretty sure
3.
there's a whole lot in there.
Well, prove it. Have you seen the sword
mean,
and the sheath in the same
When
place?
she asked about it, he just said, "It's not a sword, it's his soul."
Yeah.
Prove it. Cut me in half then.
In hot dog or hamburger?
How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim? What sort of motion was it?
I'm surprised you guys haven't made like a Squire character yet to like support
Squire?
you.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure one will be captured at some point.
Captured?
I mean, you've seen the way Adam is.
Yeah. Also, juror number 3.
Oh, what does me do you? Well, I'll have you know, it was like this. I stabbed him.
If that got to the other
Motion
way,
like this.
it was
I just stabbed the number 4.
Number 4. Stab victim. It is London after all.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, his name is Fair.
Yeah.
Just a moment.
Now then, juror number 6.
Oh, is that me, is it? What can I do for you, young man?
Yes, it is. Don't be here if you don't remember.
How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim, madame?
Oh, well, dear, as far as I understand it, it was just like this. He stabbed the poor
Oh,
man after he
okay.
collapsed on the
Jesus.
floor. The coachman said so.
Now don't move. Take a look
Does
at
that
these 2
shit make
drawers.
sense?
Yeah, it does. He struck the fellow next to him without even getting up. And he stabbed the poor man after he'd collapsed on the floor.
She needs to breathe. Let's tell her to breathe.
Yeah.
Well, I never. They're stabbing in totally different directions.
Well, case closed, Your Honor.
It's
Thank
kind
you.
of suspicious. What?
Bless my stitches! What a muddle!
Cause y'all are making this shit up, bro.
What this tells us is that there's a strong possibility one of the witnesses isn't telling the truth.
Oh,
But why? Why the dickens would they lie? On me.
I don't know that yet, but what I do know is that if
You're
the
not
trial
the
ends at
sort of
this point,
people.
we may never find out.
Here.
We might never find out the real truth. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, can you really let that happen in all good conscience?
Yes, they
Do,
will.
do,
They
do,
literally
do,
all six
do.
of them.
Yo, this is.
I wonder
the-
who's. Is it?
skip
It's probably
past that.
the grandma. That's probably the murderer, right? It's
No, I
a
don't think
someone,
so.
someone
Why,
in a
you say?
costume.
oh dearie me.
Let's go!
I can't abide people telling lies. Let's go,
not.
old grandma!
You
Look,
could just do that? What is
Yeah.
this technology?
The
Britain.
scales.
I don't believe it. Yo, let's go!
What is this? Skyrim.
I did the voice for him.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, he did.
Now hear this, my fellow jurors.
You just
I warn you.
rotated right without any
Now he's an
animation.
owl man. You cannot listen to this man. It's from
Who's
another
that?
place and weird and icky you. Oh
Oh,
wow, that is exactly what he
wow. He is literally being
said.
big.
He was more racist than me. Good job.
I mean, this is accurate. This
They're-
is literally history.
Why are they
What-
all xenophobic?
Yo. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Why are they all xenophobic?
I mean, look at him. Do you think he's
Do not look up what Britain did to China after they didn't give up Taiwan.
You don't look up Britain, what they did in history.
Yeah.
I could use magic. Do you really think I'd be putting myself through all this?
Oh, should we?
Oh my god! Oh
You
no!
It's racist stereotype.
Riddle me there.
Yikes!
Riddle me this.
Huh? Me?
What exactly is the problem?
What is 50?
What even if two witnesses have slightly different
What
recollections
was
of the event?
What's 20%? What's the? What's
What of it?
Riddle me this, Your
Why are
Honor.
you making that
What is
motion?
Why am I getting
50%? Oh boy.
Let's say that Shylock did stab the victims who sat next to him. On
This
the
is juror number
omnibus.
1.
Wait,
Oh.
who?
Yeah.
It's me. I'm saying.
I can't tell. They should have
names.
names.
The victim as he
This
was
one should
sat
be. What's
next
this
to him on
guy's?
the
This guy's
omnibus.
Stabbington.
That's Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This young dandy saw him do it.
What'd you just call me?
A dandy fellow. And now let's say the victim collapsed on the floor. Then the Shylock stabbed him again. And suddenly saw him do it. Well, what's to say it didn't happen like that then? Hmm?
Who you call it a dandy, sir? Why I should take this knife to you?
You shouldn't have a knife in the court to
Bruh.
begin with!
Yeah.
Oh!
Who are you calling old? Why, I
Uh-oh.
should take this needle to
She's
you!
gonna
Oh,
stop.
you're
Never
gonna-
mind. I'm not gonna.
They're ready
I'm
to
not
kill
gonna-
each other now. But could the foreman of the jury be right? Did the two witnesses see different moments of the same crime?
Yeah.
It's possible,
I don't know.
It's
Why
possible.
not?
but unlikely.
If it's true. There's an outside chance of almost anything you care to mention.
Exactly the point I've been trying to make. You something
Before we
or
go any
other.
further, Mr. Noruholo. Oh, what is it, Miss Suzato? I think you should have a look through the court record.
We're done.
Ah,
Tell me what it is. You're my assistant.
yeah,
What do you
so
mean?
this dude,
Don't let us.
so
do
like,
this.
Oh, because
if
he
his-
slumped over. He wasn't on the ground.
yeah, he wasn't on the ground.
Oh.
He was
the
in the
grandma
seat, so
lied.
why is he on the seat if he was slumped on the ground? You see, this evidence makes it quite clear. There isn't even an outside chance of what the juror is saying. Oh, oops. How did I miss
I
that?
missed that unspecified thing.
Unfortunately, Mr. Foreman.
What is it you got? Oh boy, come on, man. Come on, out with it.
Localizers, did they not say anything about this?
What you're suggesting is impossible. It's out of the question.
Is this like the Punch-Out treatment where they're all racist stereotypes, so it's okay because
Oh,
everybody
no.
gets made fun of?
Oh no.
That's.
What are you talking about, man? How could you possibly say that? You do realize that I'm only doing my job.
Uh,
As foreman of the jury, I have a responsibility to steer everybody in the right direction.
No.
So where's your evidence, man?
Man.
What happens, man?
My name is Skylar White, yo.
I know what you.
That's I'm sure number one, yo. Uh-huh.
That's what we want to see.
So there's a possibility it's either the photograph or it's the carriage itself.
See
What?
the two pieces are two different moments of the same crime.
And why'd he just post up like that?
Yeah.
He said, "It's out of the question. Show me proof."
It looks like the only way I'm going to convince him is to present him with something he can't dismiss.
Like a picture.
Some irrefutable hard evidence.
Like a picture.
As you wish.
What?
I'll give you the proof. It's out of the question that the two witnesses saw two different moments of the same crime, as proven by...
Oh no.
The picture.
It should be the
Let's take a look at
picture.
this.
It's also... Okay, it should be the picture.
Take that!
Take that! This clear piece of evidence. Well, Mr. Foreman?
Oh my god. Sorry, I was looking at the
This person
Okay.
animated.
Okay,
Escape
never
on me, young
mind.
man.
It wasn't the photograph, it was the carriage itself.
Nice.
What?
That's
That's so stupid.
Wait, hang
It's
on.
all
No, let
silly.
me keep going through. Actually, no. I'm gonna get the carriage.
Okay.
I'm gonna reload real quick.
Ah, yeah, save's coming.
Hell yeah.
The lifeblood of any good game of multiple options.
A story basically based on your choices.
How is the carriage evidence?
It has the entire.
You know what they say about me, young man? They say I've got no powers of persuasion.
Oh, it wasn't the carriage.
Oh,
It wasn't the photo
it was
either.
'cause he just failed.
Wait,
He had 2 chances.
wait. What else could it be then?
What were you guys talking about again? Sorry, what?
Is it the glove? That'd be really stupid, but
It'd be
I mean, the
really-
if
Wait,
he
what is he
stabbed-
talking about?
he needs evidence
For what?
for the fact the guy was only stabbed once.
Is he?
Oh, you have to go in.
Oh wait, is it for? It's for. Yeah, it's for. He was only stabbed once.
Yeah,
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
there you go.
What's your evidence? Come on now, come on then.
I feel like the picture also gives pretty good
Yeah.
proof of said thing. Take that!
Okay, there we go. That was the right one. This is the victim's autopsy report. According to what's written here, Mr. Mason was stabbed in the abdomen. Only once.
Oh, only once?
Damn.
It's quite simple. The victim was stabbed precisely one time. Which means the witnesses can't possibly have seen it happen 2 different times. Where's the knife?
Alright, I concede defeat.
Yo, what the heck?
What is he? Does he lie? Did he say he was lying or
Oh,
what happened? Who's bullshitting?
we got
That's-
So
2.
did he just admit to lying under oath?
Did he?
I'm so
No, I think it's because he jumped to conclusions and was like, oh, you know.
bro. They
Sounds
need
good
like
enough
a
to me.
lawyer
Much
on
better
the
thing
writing
to do.
team. They do need a lawyer on the writing team.
They.
There's not
Come
much actual
on.
law involved with it. I mean, nothing about this is what a
Yeah.
trial
Well,
should
like,
be.
at
Well
least,
done,
like-
Mr. Naruhodo. You did it. If you can manage to change 2 more jurors' minds, you can force the trial to continue.
Like a
2 more,
mystery writer or
actually.
something, at least. I don't know.
There is something else that's bothering me about a couple of their assertions. Oh! It was both!
What?
It was both the fair and the different stabbing
Well, yeah,
locations.
you need to convince more than half of them.
Yeah. And that's where you must strike next. So I need to pit 2 more jurors
Pit?
against each other. And show there's another contradiction
What
in
is
their
this?
assertions. Exactly. You can do it. Hell yeah.
I don't understand. Oh, well,
You just
the
read
scales
very-
of justice have shifted, but they are still way heavy on the side of
Literally
guilt. It's not
Pokemon
like
Black and White.
one of you guys were caught lying under oath or anything. Oh, wrong one. Oh, like the text is too small for me to read. Continue with your summation examination.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a quote. Oh, this is green text. Green
Yeah.
text.
This is rune text. Here.
Objection.
Those two
Oh,
statements clearly contradict each other.
No, he needs to be looking forward. We could have made this soy jack. Oh, they do? Explain. Please.
Me?
Source?
Oh dear, what have I said?
Why does he look like that?
I don't. I always
It's like
think
he's
it's.
getting hammered
just
in
say
court.
that.
I swear on Silver Blaze's main and name, I haven't the first idea of what you're
He
talking
is.
about. According to
Oh,
the
we're
group
looking to the
testimony
right.
we've heard so far, there were 4 passengers on the omnibus at the night in question. And according to the coachman, Mr. Beppo, he took 20 pence in fares.
Yeah.
Quite right. I have those precise details you typed clearly here in front of me.
Oh yeah, it's a good cartoon.
And juror number 5
No,
also
no.
told us the following.
Yeah.
The fare for the
In
omnibus
the Meat Canyon thing.
is always 4 pence. That it is, a fair and convenient single price. Just the way London's carriages should be operated. But that doesn't add up at all. In fact, it leaves a glaring discrepancy in the facts. Why, man? Why?
Come on,
Four
man,
pass-
look, man, come on, man.
4 passengers paying 4 pence each. If you do the multiplication...
Whoa, I'm down there.
Whoa, math? No way.
It would be 16 pence.
Actually, it's 18.
What's
Sec- As I said, it doesn't add up.
I don't think
The
Gardic
figures
phone
are
now.
different.
Shit.
too.
By 4 pence, in
Damn
fact. Or precisely 1 person's fare. Uh-oh.
Oh, one person's fare.
Yes. In other words, on the omnibus that night, it's distinctly possible
Crazy bus.
there was another passenger we've heard nothing about. Oh! Do 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 do. This is a banger. This can't be right. The
Who's
coachmen of the
naturally
guild are
brave?
good, honest men. One and all, trustworthiness is
Mega.
our watchword.
Oh, okay.
The figures your coachman claims most certainly do not add up.
Your watchword, good sir, is a fallacy. I beg
Straw
your
man,
pardon.
straw man.
Oh, that is. Man.
Straw man,
You're
slippery
begging the
slope.
question.
What?
Begging the
Question.
question.
A red herring. Red
Appeal
herring.
the authority.
What? Huh?
I'm just throwing out
Uh,
fallacies.
Oh! Mr. Guildmaster, I think you ought to consider that if this trial were
the
to
other
end
one?
now, the
There's a
news will
lot of
surely
them.
spread all over
There's one
London.
that's like,
The news that one of
the
your
Indie
coachmen
universe,
tried
but
to
not the
hide the fact that
Codified. It's
he
like,
was Nefarious
actual
character
Begging
right
the
on his
question.
omnibus.
Begging the question is one of them.
Alrighty then, how do I make it so this miserable trial doesn't end?
I'm just gonna misspell the word because I don't know what it is and see
Huh?
if Google can catch me.
Well, according to my book here, you simply launch a ball of fire onto the innocent side of the set of scales.
Bro, what?
It's simply launch fire!
Coachman, good pun. Solid pun. We were all in agreement. Where do you have to go in?
Wait till I get my hands on you, Beppo! That was quick!
He's
Okay,
fired.
there's also non sequitur.
Non sequitur, yeah. Why does he look like that?
I
What
doesn't.
happened to him?
Very irritating.
Begging your pardon, sir. I'm
False
going to do the
authority.
same.
False dilemma.
Oh.
There's
Let's
a homunculus
go!
fallacy? That sounds awesome. What
No
is
way. Not a homunculus.
Mike!
Mike.
Mike?
God bless Mike.
that?
Keep
Yo,
putting in
Mike
that
the
work.
real one. Can we get
Iron
a...
Mike Tyson, baby. Undefeated in the ring.
A
Except
penny
for
can
those
be
few
the difference
times.
between a smile and a tear, after all. I
Why
certainly
is
can't
this a
put my
normal
trust in
anime
someone who
girl
doesn't follow my
compared
exacting
to
standards
the
in
rest of
financial
the
matters.
Because, you know.
Oh, really?
I, for one, think it's only proper that we hear from the witnesses again.
Let's go! Wait. That means... 4 jurors are now leaning to not guilty.
You can do math. Good job.
We've done it, Mr. Naruhodo. We've won. Not quite. We gotta prove that he's not guilty.
You won the ability to continue arguing.
Yep.
What are you playing at, you dandy fool?
It's such a trap, sir. No one deceives me. You're
Yeah,
looking
good
direct.
sense.
That's funny. I like that. The camera movement there. I said, such a trap. I know a liar when I see one. If the cat pepper dares to cross the threshold of my shop, I will do unnamed things. I guess I will save this.
Oh, just gonna shave him.
Please tell me he's a
Okay.
barber.
Does seem the sort.
Fucking Todd Sweeney all over again.
Yeah,
Whoa.
he's gonna swing him.
In a quite remarkable not like this was expected
You're making him sound more like a what, neckbeard.
Yeah.
The defense's summation examinations flip the balance of scales of justice. The jurors now stand at 2 for guilty and 4 for not guilty. Accordingly, there is no longer a large enough majority among the jury for me to adjudicate, and the trial must continue.
Let's
giving me
go.
I hereby ask the defense, prosecution, and witnesses to return to their places. And I call upon all of you to pursue the truth.
Let's go.
Not like we went under oath or anything. I mean, did
It's not like it's only been 10 minutes into discussion that they all went, yep, this guy's guilty.
Oh. I'm drinking, hold on. Somebody read it.
So, Lord Van Zeeks, continue to substantiate the case for the prosecution, if you please.
Oh, he's gotta pour out
he's
another
gonna-
one for the
Oh,
boys.
another one.
That's funny.
Gotta get bevved up, Your Honor. Would you like a full
You
logo,
can
Your
see
Honor?
the trend
Is he gonna sip?
anime switch.
That shit was
That's
so
so dumb.
unnecessary!
What?
Oh,
What?
of course! Of course!
Having savored the rich aroma of the carmine contents of this hallowed chalice. Carmine, shut up. It may seem crass to crush it to dust. Pray forgive the discourtesy. My hand is bleeding right now. It's cool.
Lord Van Zeeks.
Is it cold in here or is it just
Oh.
me?
Oh, that's you.
Antiquated no doubt says the prosecution may not speak during a summation examination. So I honor the deadly silence and listen to the charade. Seems I overestimated the intelligence of the jury.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
No matter.
There were only 3 there. Did he like
He
pay
also
some
has
of
a
them?
sword, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he also does.
We're about to duel with the vampire. That's
There's
gonna be
nothing
awesome.
so
Please
hard
tell me
to
we turn into a
do. I
combat
hope this
game.
turns into like a Metal Gear
Please.
Rising Revengeance type.
I hope-
boss fight.
I hope the
Shit.
ending of the trial is us sword fighting.
God, I hope. There's nothing so hard to prove as self-evident truth, it would seem.
Also, where's Herlock Sholmes? I like them. Where is he?
I mean,
Why
he's
else
not gonna be in a
would we
court of
grace
law.
The courtroom with our presence
Why
after
not? I
all?
want. Get him back.
Oh, the
Yeah, I don't
camera's
want this
slowly
guy. He's
panning
an
in.
asshole. Let's proceed with
Oh,
the next
be your
round of
villain in
battle.
Level 1. Since
He's soliloquying.
Oh,
my god. Bring forth the witness once
imagine the
more.
cape just falls on the floor and he's doing this. I used to go pick it up.
He throws it directly into the fire and starts the whole room ablaze. What if his hat's gonna fall again? That'd be pretty quirky. Huh. Witnesses. I trust you heard the summation examination we have just had to endure.
Oh, yes, sir. That I did, sir.
of course I heard it. Oh, yes, sir. I heard it.
Sir, on the end, the coachman, I believe it's Beppo.
Peppo.
Peppo.
goes
Yes, sir. My lord, sir.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
What?
Oh. Yeah, that's it.
Stop. That's what he said.
Oh. You attempted to veil the presence of
Thanks.
I was reading it, actually.
Uh-huh.
You will be found guilty of perjury. Well, I advise to bear that in mind, sir.
Oh mio Dio.
Yo, Dio.
He is Italian. Beppo.
Pippo.
People. No, then we don't know. Well, you're Italian. Broke me. Now then, witnesses, I hereby call on you to testify before the court again. You will explain the various positions.
Are you okay?
No, I just started laughing. Like,
You're putting so much like pizza breath and like Dorito dust into his voice.
You will explain the various misgivings brought to our attention by the defense's
Have
summation.
you ever heard of the show My Little Pony? Friendship is Magic.
Yeah, you ever heard of
You guys ever heard of junking?
Various misgivings.
Heard of the blockchain?
I only carried 4 passengers that night. I swear it. But,
Well, I for one was told I had to pay 5 pence for the bus.
Does Wolverine have a voice?
He fiddled us on the fair, he did. And I saw that
Did
blood
you-
curdling sight as well. That's all too much. I tell you, I saw McGilded stabbing that man. Everything I said before stands.
This
Oh,
man
yes.
looks.
yes, he stabbed him. Yes, he did. I think so, yes.
Huh. That is
Okay.
no information.
You too. Counsel, please explain this to me like I'm 5.
You guys ping me in general when the verdict's been reached.
Please send me a
Phantom
message.
passenger conjured into existence by my learned Eastern friend never existed.
Oh, he did take off. Now he's armored. Dude, he's just a Castlevania character.
That's the
Yeah.
second phase.
The confusion
Is
has
Edgeworth
arisen
actually a
from the cultural
vampire?
slide
Is he like
into
an ancestor or something?
He's probably
cousinage.
Edgeworth's ancestor.
But is he a vampire?
I don't
Like,
think
canonically?
I don't think so. Rappo, explain yourself.
I'm terribly sorry, Guildmaster.
Oh, he had eyes? The guild fare is 4
I'm
pence
still
across the
trying to
board. You
find
know
the-
that.
the fallacy.
Am I to understand that you've been overcharging our passengers by a petty affair?
It's so cold, and the last thread of the day is always half empty.
Oh, slippery slope.
Oh.
That's not it.
Slippery Slope is one of them though.
There's one called If by Whiskey. You've been dishonest, coachman.
I'm
Be honest
sorry.
before I slay you.
You should
Oh,
be kicked
Exert
out
you
of.
out of this.
You're a disgrace, Rappo. A disgrace.
You're also drinking in court, so shut up.
And your selfish actions have brought dishonor on the entire guild.
If I may, sir, I had to pay 10 pence on the bus just last week. What the hell?
What is that?
4 passengers at 5 pence each is, yes, 20 pence.
I've done
Bro,
the arithmetic 10 times already, but I can't just make the result come out differently.
it'd be funny
That's how math
if English
Yep.
still sounded like Latin, because then you get shit that sounds like,
Do,
Look at the way it's I don't think I would. Okay. Well, it would appear that one of the aforementioned misgivings has already been explained. So, counsel, for the defense, your cross-examination, if you please.
I've already had the
Why is this
pleasure
my
of
main character? Like, not like a
protracted
twink-like character.
summation examination today.
You can pick someone else.
Yeah, you
I
can
know, I
pick
just
someone
think
else.
it's funny that that's the one in voicing.
I see you intended to continue the parlor games.
Absolutely.
Huh?
Cross-examination. Various misgivings.
Hunter, look at this fallacy. Look at these fallacies.
I'm fallacy now.
Wait,
That's
I'm
me.
gonna press.
I'm out nut picking.
Hold it! So, there were only 4 passengers on your carriage, but you didn't charge them the standard 4 pence fare. Is that right?
It's impossible to make their last run of the day pay. I was so cold, all I could do was stop myself from passing out.
I'm getting chilly beans just listening to you. Chilly beans?
What does that mean, sir?
It was
I'm getting
terrible.
goosebumps. Just say
I wanted to give
goosebumps,
myself
right?
a pat on the
Goosebumps,
back
just
for
thinking about this.
Even keeping the bus
Goosebumps.
running.
I'm getting bits and pieces. Or was it hundreds and thousands? It's called hundreds and thousands.
Yeah.
Does a
Sprinkles.
dedicated
Sprinkles
coachman
don't call
deserve an
hundreds
extra
of thousands.
penny per passenger?
You're digging a deeper hole for yourself here. If only there had been a 5th passenger on the omnibus that night, then we would have another suspect.
Bleh.
Thank
Okay.
you, Benzik. 5 pence for the bus. Listen, the fare he did. And
He
I saw that
fiddled
black
us on
curling
the
side as well.
fare?
It's not too much.
What does that mean?
Give us a proper fiddling.
So some killed with stabbing that man. Everything I said before stands.
See,
I'm gonna...
he didn't stab him because he's not called mixed stabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna press the guide before him and then I'll press the next statement. So you saw the defendant, Mr. McGilded, stabbing the victim, Mr. Mason, who was sitting next to him. That's what I said, isn't it? It was bothering me before, this was. For just a brief moment, he hesitated before answering the question. Anyway, there was only the 2 of them inside the carriage, there wasn't there?
There has been much talk of a 5th passenger, but as yet zero evidence.
Then what are we wasting all this time for, eh?
It's black and white. The man is guilty.
Something about Mr. Fairplay's testimony is just jarring
Is it
with me.
fair play?
I wish I could work out what it was.
Huh? Oh,
Oh.
oops, sorry.
Huh. What about it?
I mean, we should probably just talk to the other guy.
I'm gonna... Does that mean everyone on board that I paid 5 pence instead of 4?
Well, I've paid 5 tenths too, sir.
And I just told you that I did.
A flat fare of 5 pence across the board.
It's not something to be proud of.
The so-called discrepancy my learned friend identified was nothing of the sort.
It is a discrepancy. Don't shake your head at me.
The phantom killers who desperately need it gone, dead and buried.
I'd have been happy if it existed in the first place. Hold it! Hold it! Blood-curdling scream. You mean the murderer, I presume? Yes, sir.
Some shit. No one should have to witness the horror in the eyes of a man the moment her life is taken.
Oh, well, not exactly, sir. Whoa! I mean, I didn't actually see the exact moment the gent was stabbed.
Oh, he stopped.
You could have said that
Oh
before!
my God.
That's something a little bit important.
You could have
Why
said
you guys
that!
like this? You guys are fired.
We have another witness who did, however. The banker has already testified to it.
But Mr. First didn't actually see the point at which the victim was killed. That may turn out to be very significant. I heard the banker gent next to me take a sharp intake of breath. See, that's when I looked through the
The
glass.
snails in the eel pit.
That's when I saw that horrible blade poking out from his belly, all covered in blood. Every time I see a knife now, I can't help screaming, even when I'm eating.
It's a
Poor
good thing
guy.
somebody on the stand doesn't have a knife.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, so this guy saw it. This guy saw it. What do I do? Do I press the last one? No, this guy. No, the coachman couldn't have seen it.
Yeah, he couldn't have.
Earlier, you testified you saw the moment when the defendant allegedly stabbed the victim, didn't you?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right.
Right.
You said that the victim was on the floor and described the assailant holding the knife in an ice pick grip. I suppose. Uh-oh. Beppo.
Might have, you know. Yes. Put the cart before the horse, baby.
What?
What?
Beppo.
Beppo? Beppo!
Did you lie under oath twice?
Beppo!
Well, I'm quite
You're
sure about
Dover.
most of it.
Hand over your
I was
pass.
driving the horses when I heard a scream from the seats of the roof deck.
Oh, I expect that was me, sir.
Oh my God.
Then when I turned around, yes, I saw it through the skylight. The gentleman was on the floor, and the knife was sticking up out of his midriff. That's right, yes, and the fellow holding the handle of was the famous man. Yes.
So in short, you didn't see the moment when the victim was actually stabbed at all.
I really thought that I did, but when I
Hopefully
go
that'll
over to get
work.
in my head, no, I suppose I did actually see the precise moment of the stabbing. Did I?
Oh! Hey, you've got something to
Those
say.
Nashers.
What is he doing?
What is he
He's
doing?
like a rat.
Man, I ain't into that. I'm sorry.
Excuse me. I thought you were into that.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Stop doing that.
You have something to say about that, Mr. Fairplay. Now you listen to me. I know what you're thinking. He did really see the exact moment the fellow was stabbed. What are the chances of that? Huh? Eh? Are you asking me or telling me? He's getting flustered. I might be able to extract some new information from him if I answer cleverly. Could he have just happened to see the exact moment the crime was committed? Oh, oops! Well, it is a little hard to believe, certainly. Unless you spend your time peeping through a skylight on the top of an omnibus, that is. Peeping? I'm a respectable city banker, I'll have you know. I know what I saw. I remember it as clear as a Ballarat day. It was a grim scene, I don't mind telling you. Thank you. Oh,
Well, thank you, Mr. Fairplay. Why did I say like that?
Yo.
oh, excuse me if I was getting a little hot under the collar there, my lord.
I would ask you to please stop chewing on the cables that are connected to this courthouse.
Oh, I can do that,
Why are you
alright.
in your house?
I'll tell you just how grim it was, and how tasty the cables were.
It tastes like those little, like, rope things. I forget what they're called, the candy.
My god, I need to look at that one thread that showed all the
Blood-
things that the lookalikes for
Blood-soaked
the candy.
hands after that
candy.
butcher stabbed the man.
No, that's wrong. That's
Extremely
wrong.
loud buzzer noise.
Eh.
That's wrong.
Beeping on my Oh, I remember that's what happened last time.
Oh my god.
Ruining my mind.
Blood-soaked hands? Well, I admit that soaked may be laying a little thick, but anyway, there was definitely blood all over them. Both of them were covered in it. No. Well, I'm very sorry to disagree, Mr. Fairplay, but that's more than a little peculiar. What? Here are the gloves worn by the defendant.
I'm losing my
Mr.
shit. I'm
McGilded on
just
the night in
laughing at
question.
the things that aren't even like comedic in this
Oh,
game.
yes.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
And there certainly does appear to be a sizable
Why are there no
dark-colored stain
transitions
there.
with the animations? He's just turning.
Because that would... Shush.
Shh, 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 shh. They had a budget, okay? But as I'm
They
sure you can
have
clearly see,
a budget. Who's the
it's
producer
only
for
on
this
the
fucking
right-hand
game?
glove.
What's the
Technically,
company
this is a
behind this?
remake and a remaster.
Ace Attorney Games Company. Who makes them?
In short, Mr.
Nintendo,
Fairplay,
Capcom.
Your testimony is
Capcom
inconsistent.
Come on.
I mean, it's Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's acceptable when it's in pixel art, but it looks a lot worse in 3D.
I mean, but no, that can't be right.
I don't know what game.
So you're the liar here then.
This shit good.
What?
Oh,
Why you gnashing on that shit?
That's right. You are clear about. I turned American.
you did. They aren't in America yet.
Boss?
You are quite clear about it. You said, yo, yo.
Yeah.
You said, ha. Anyway,
It's a
I'm gonna stop making weird noises for my fucking roommates to hear. I should probably stop wasting.
Mr. Fairplay, if your last statement was a lie, it calls your entire testimony into question. You say you saw the moment the victim was stabbed, but is that really the truth?
No, everybody's lying.
Well,
The fuck?
I
God damn.
I mean, at this
Yeah.
point, just let it happen. Look at.
Oh my god,
Super
shut up, Van
Speedo, the
Zeeks!
guy.
Can't justify accusing a man of lying just because he lied. Yes, it wasn't both hands. It was only one.
But he was wearing gloves, you!
The victim's blood was on the accused.
You could put it anywhere.
No, Mr. Fairplay categorically stated that he saw blood all over both hands, which means there's a strong possibility that this witness was deliberately trying to mislead the court. Oh! I'm a city banker for pity's sake. My word should be the
Bro,
golden
you all
gold
have
standard.
motive to lie.
Yeah,
No
I'm a
way.
gentleman. Some not some
Gutter
gutter
snipe.
snipe.
I love that word.
Gutter snipe.
Dude, he's literally gutter sniping on those cables right now.
No, that's his cane.
Me when I find unattended copper wiring in somebody's house.
Stop. No, I'm getting hungry.
No, please don't get hungry over
Getting
that.
hungry?
Why are you getting
I got the
hungry
copper
over
fever,
tables?
baby.
Dude.
Upstanding members of society don't
Is that
Pre-
was it
prevaricate
Prevaricate?
He's claiming to have no reason to lie, but is that really the case?
No.
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 His name is in
we all
the
have motives.
yeah. His name is in the debt book. Mr. Naruhodo, if we had some evidence to explain why Mr. Fairplay might be lying, we could turn the tide in this trial completely.
Bro,
Is there a way to make this game turn off all of the hints that are completely useless?
I have evidence.
is there like an actually thinking about it mode or?
I don't know. Actually,
Mr. Naruhodo, you should do this thing that helps you win the case, maybe.
Yeah,
the defense is ready to present evidence.
You just slam in the tables.
By Jove!
Sure.
By Jove! Yes.
The flames froze. Oh wait, no, that was history.
Evidence that will clearly demonstrate why Mr. Fairplay had reason to lie in his testimony. Yo! Let's go!
Dude, this is the dumbest fucking storyboarding I've ever seen. Just fucking cut in of the guy chewing on his no, I can't say that. Chewing on his staff. And then they just did the hammer. It's so dumb. Hereby call on the defense to present its evidence. I am now forward facing.
Here it is. Debtor's ledger.
Take that! Now pick one of the
Take that!
one out of the 5 things that might be right.
This is a list of the debtors who owe money to Mr. McGilded.
Are you watching the video right now?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Hunter.
I was looking at it,
I
yeah.
saw this.
Yes, at least the innocent victims crippled by the accused extortions. Sorry,
Oh,
I'll
man.
send that into
Yeah.
general. It's a funny game.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
But in general or
The point
something,
is,
yeah.
among the names these debtors is your name, Mr. Bruce Fairplay.
Bruce? His first name's...
Yeah, his first name is Bruce.
Yeah.
I wish they changed his name to Bruce in the text box.
Yeah.
This looks so dumb, like a real name. Mr. Fairplay, is your name really Bruce?
No. Well,
Bruce,
it's
baby.
barely worthy of being called a debt. According to this ledger, you owe 20
Oh,
guineas.
20,000.
Not an inconsiderable sum of money, wouldn't you say?
What is guineas?
Ah, well,
What is guinea?
well, what of it? I don't
Hunter,
know.
what's guineas?
Maybe? I don't know.
Let's suppose Mr. McGill.
Oh, it's an old kind of currency. I
Oh,
think it's like 6 shillings, maybe.
6
Or no.
shillings?
$12.
It's 12 shillings and a pence. 6. I don't fucking know. British currency is
Oh,
awful.
At today's prices, that make Guinea worth at least $400.
400 20 pences. 20 times 400.
8,000.
Yikes! That's an amount of money.
8,000 pence. Goddamn.
That's
Yeah, it
supposed to-
goes
In the US.
shilling, pence, pound sterling.
Bro, you should have given
Um,
me this earlier.
I don't
We
fucking
could
remember,
have called the
man.
money some cool, funny names.
Dude, I went through my entire coin collection. I have like 18 different
Bro,
names of currency.
when I was doing world building, you should have told me this shit.
Which
Oh,
I didn't
man.
remember.
Silver pieces? The fuck they could be shillings?
Let's suppose
can go
Mr.
through my
McGill
whole
were to be
list
found
of
guilty
shit.
of murder. What will
How
become
many
of your debt in
Current
that case?
currency names.
Yeah, dude, we'll do that. I have a whole list of currencies.
They gotta sound dumb. They'd be like organs, livers.
What?
No way.
These documents state that the loan agreement is forged between 2 individual parties. Therefore, can you do my lines? I gotta do my laundry. I forgot.
Do your laundry!
Therefore, with the defendant here be
I'm gonna
sentenced
fold
to
my clothes. I can't do this.
All of
You're
the
not incel
debts
enough.
were owed to him would be annually.
I'm sorry, I can't crave the touch of a woman anymore.
They will cease to exist.
Cease to exist? Mr. Fairplay, is it not the case that you claimed in your testimony to have seen something you never in fact saw, in a devious attempt to annul your debt of 20 guineas to the defendant? Gah.
Oh my god.
Yo, got him!
Yeah,
That's what it
Zooks.
sounds like.
Got
Fucking-
spangled!
What is the fucking match cut? It's not just the jump cuts. The fucking. That's so
Order!
dumb.
Order! Order! Mr. Bruce Fairplay.
Yes, my lord!
Hunter, do you want to play Scrabble?
No.
We're doing this.
Oh my
No.
god, guys!
Let me ask you again. And be aware that your answer may have most serious implications upon your future.
I can't
sir.
feel I'm doing dry while I'm folding clothes.
Gah.
I'm gonna fold clothes instead.
Did you or did you not see the precise moment in time at which the victim is alleged to have thrust the knife into the victim?
Did you say the victim
nobody
is alleged to have thrust a knife into the victim?
Yeah, he did it himself. That's the twist, I'm calling it.
Yeah, he was so guilty of his sins. that we
Your
decided
silence
to,
speaks volumes!
yeah.
You did not tell the truth in your testimony!
Lying
Alright,
ass bitch.
now let's not make
Oh
a
my
melodrama
God,
out of
what
this.
is this?
Perhaps I did overstate the truth a pinch. A pinch? But it makes no difference. I definitely remember seeing blood on McGilden's hands. Both of them. But there was no blood on none of his hands. And yet, only one of the defendant's gloves, which we have here as evidence, is stained. So you keep saying. I wonder if I might be allowed to speak, sir?
No, shut up.
Well, okay. But, you know, the thing is, I think I remember seeing it myself as it happens. Seeing what?
Bees.
The blood, sir, on the assailant's hands. I think, yes. I'm almost sure that it was on both of his hands,
Bro,
not just
I
one.
swear. Y'all have photos. Like,
Guys! What? But then what about the
This
gloves?
is good
He
for
was
you. Then you're gonna say it wasn't him who did it.
Yeah.
It would appear that we're not going to need further testimony from all of you.
oh my god.
witnesses.
I'm
What?
learning comparators.
They're literally the gloves.
I'd like to know precisely what you did and what you did not see.
Hunter.
And
I'm
whether
learning
it was perfectly
comparators.
clear.
No,
Yarsh.
no comparatives.
Mr. Naruhodo,
What the
this
fuck?
is good news.
I didn't know
The
this
course of the
actually
trial seems to
existed.
have shifted slightly at last. Yes. I might finally have a chance to turn these things around in here. Okay, what bullshit are you guys gonna come up with now? But the witnesses really saw. There was blood on both hands of the assailant. I sincerely and distinctly remember that. However, I suppose you might say that I didn't see the exact moment the stabbing transpired, if that matters. I remember seeing the knife, and I remember seeing blood on both the attacker's hands with blood on them. I didn't actually see anything myself, no. Not
Everybody
until I
lied,
heard
we
that
know
scream.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
everyone
Everybody
lied!
just- But
Man, I love trial.
But the evil billionaire, just let it happen, bro. Just let it happen.
Yeah. Anyway, the fact remains. There can't have been anyone else inside that carriage or we all would have seen. None of them saw the exact moment!
Oh my god, they can animate him putting his hat back on, but they can't animate him.
Lo and behold, truth of fact, not one of you witnesses to the crucial moment of the crime was perpetrated.
I apologize, my lord, but honestly, there was no one else inside that carriage, and the man's hands were covered in blood. That much incriminating evidence is tantamount to saying we all saw the man did it. But he had gloves on. You buffoons! You
Bro, I
That's
swear.
really not what testimony is about.
Let us examine the interior of the omnibus once more.
Omnibus?
The blood is in the middle of the seat.
victim's fresh blood is clearly visible on the seat, corroborating the witness's accounts. No shit, the guy got stabbed in there.
Yeah, the guy got stabbed in there, but like,
No substantial, not a significant change in the facts of the
Bro,
case.
I
Yes, there is.
yes. Ah!
Very well, your cross-examination, please, counsel.
They could have just animated his
Yes, my
actual
lord.
model doing the hammer instead of the fucking.
Listen, it's cause classic Ace Attorney games. You gotta have a separate animation for the gavel, okay?
Why?
Why not?
It's so close up to the mallet too. I'm gonna fucking.
Blood on both hands of the assailant. I sincerely and distinctly remember that. I don't think we need to press that. I didn't see the exact moment the stabbing transpired, if that matters. Yes, that does matter. Sorry for that. I remember seeing both hands with blood on them.
Hold it!
You didn't see anything?
Oh, yes, sir. That is to say, no, sir. I didn't. Very sorry about what I said before, sir. Very sorry, yes. It was very wrong of me to make up stories and say I saw him stab the man.
Bro.
Wouldn't you agree, sir? I know what you're insinuating, but I certainly wasn't making up stories.
Still, to say you saw nothing isn't right either, is it?
No, sir. I saw nothing at all.
Mr. Beppo, you were driving your horses. At the very least, you must have enjoyed a good view of London streets, no? Beppo. Oh, please. You didn't even see that?
It was so cold that night, you see. All I could do was keep from passing out, sir. Yes, but my head was fairly solid, frozen solid. So sorry to say, sir.
You didn't actually see anything!
You seem prudent. We'll travel on the west. Wait, on the west. Wait, I don't know how to fuck do a vampire. We'll travel on the west omnibus service of London's cold winter nights. Does he have a British accent?
Probably
I'm
does.
not a chance of
Beppo!
Ah!
Fact remains, there can't have been anyone else inside the carriage or we all would have seen.
They don't need to summarize every single thing. Or we don't need to keep reviewing it. They could just like put it in a log or something instead of putting the unskippable dialogue.
Can I present the carriage and have been like, no, you couldn't have seen everything.
Everybody's outside.
I'm gonna save.
What is it supposed to be?
Alright, bye.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
welcome back. I think I
How long are we streaming for?
I'll probably stop in like 10 minutes or so after I figure this out.
Please. Oh, my brain is melting from all this British. Oh no, that's not it.
Yeah?
British?
Too much
I agree.
British?
Oh,
Do I
that
present
is
the omnibus?
Objection!
Oh my god!
Nice one.
Oh my god!
It was actually the bus this time.
Yeah. Allow me to confirm one thing, Mr. Fairplay.
You were lying.
Car. So did they have that thing in there the entire
Yes,
time?
they have.
Yes.
Wait, but how is he even walking past that?
They let
with
the
it,
kids
with, like, not...
play on it.
Wait, but
They
was
moved it
John
out of the
Wick who's
way.
walking. So they have to do that every single time. It's like, hey, sir, I would like to walk in front, do a dramatic walk.
Yeah,
That's so
exactly.
silly.
You're riding
the
this
silliest thing
omnibus.
I've ever seen.
And witness the events in the cabin through the skylight in the floor of the upper deck, is that right? That's right, yes. In that case,
You could have
there is a portion of the cabin interior that would have been out of sight from you.
Oh.
What? By golly, really? By golly. Obviously at this stage, we can't say for sure. But the possibility cannot be denied that at the time of the incident, there could have been another passenger in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus.
Objection!
Enough hypothetical meandering.
What?
Bro, you gotta chill out with that.
That's like saying Englishies.
Yeah.
Prosecution demands that you substantiate your claims. After all, the scene of the crime is here in the... It's not really flesh, it's more like wood, but yeah.
You know.
A delicious flesh.
Are you back to being a judge?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Very well. I will uphold the prosecution's demand.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man. I got the neckbeard in me. What can I say? The spiritual neckbeard. We got a
over
schematic.
Yeah. Where exactly in the Unreals are you suggesting this?
This looks like that one schematic of the one guy underground.
Osama bin Laden?
Yeah.
Like over here.
Take that!
Take that!
Or wait, Saddam Hussein. That was Saddam Hussein.
Both
No, it
rows of
was
this-
right.
What?
No, I'm pretty sure it was.
I'm pretty sure
we
it
gotta
was-
look it up now.
Oh boy.
Is it
Both
the...
rows of the seats on the roof face in the direction of travel, whereas the seats in the enclosed cabin face each other, which means the visible part of the cabin
It
which
was,
passengers on the roof deck
yeah,
can
it
see through the
was.
skylight. Is as
It's
I've
like
drawn
that
here.
on me.
That's right, my
What?
lord. As you can see, the seat opposite
Wow,
the one on
basic
which the victim
math.
and his
No
attacker was
fucking
sitting is
way.
obscured from view.
Basic geometry.
Yep.
So dumb.
In other words, if someone had been sitting on that seat, it's quite possible that these witnesses would have been completely unaware of it. Oh,
Bro, these people are taking
Objection.
in their boots.
It's quite possible some phantom was sitting there. Yeah, bruh.
oh my god, can you
Don't
stop
we have to
calling us
obscure
that?
Truth with ambiguity. He's done nothing but be ambiguous this
Pull the race
entire
card.
case.
Yeah.
I
I thought
the
that said
prosecution's
prostitute.
rejoinder. What does rejoinder mean? I'm gonna Google that real quick.
Rejoinder?
The British court of law. Evidence is paramount. Oh,
So
a
is
reply. Especially
Every
Reply.
other place in the world.
to entertain this conjecture constantly. That is, unless you're able to put a name to this mysterious passenger to whom you allude.
Can you, Mr.
Literally,
Naruto?
what? There was a.
Um,
Oh, fuck.
Um,
Is it a name? The killer? Was it the same one from last?
is it
W.
the fact that the knife has a W on it?
Oh my god. Any names? Do the. Oh, there's a reflection. What is
Wait, no, I don't think
Professor
so.
Layton in the background?
No, I don't think so.
Like, is that Gygus in the background? No way.
Hey guys,
is
can
that
I go
Gygus?
into here real quick? Just give
Was
me
that
1
guy just in
second.
the Applebee's bathroom? Wait, what's
No
the
way.
fucking meme? Is that
Oh,
wait, is that-
there's Gygus in the Applebee's
What's
bathroom.
that mean? Why is he in the bathroom?
I gotta fucking memorize that with the weird address for that fucking meme.
That's so
It's
good.
soft, it's actually rather hard when you sit
Oh,
on it.
that is
It's wide enough for 2 gentlemen
Oh,
to
that's a
sit side by
severed
side,
head in the
Uh,
Applebee's restaurant.
Apple. It's not Applebee's bathroom.
In the
It's not
Applebee's
Applebee's, is
bathroom.
it?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it is Applebee's.
See
It was
here.
correct. I did guess it.
It's a problem.
And then it's like,
It's very impractical, aren't they?
oh, some forms are coordinates, but some forms are an address.
Well,
Is this real?
Yeah, it's coordinates, I think.
coordinates. Can I see anything else under there? No?
Oh, this is based off the one app where it just gave you random like directions to travel to, and that's the one app where people found like a dead body on like a port or something. That's what this
Oh,
is based
yeah.
on.
I don't know. What could it have been?
That shit was crazy. Imagine fucking just. I would not trust a random generation app to go somewhere. Like I'm
Yeah.
not fucking trespassing.
There's some place in the forest in Oregon somewhere where somebody took one of the Google Maps things and photoshopped like a Sonic EXE 3D model into it, and they submitted it to Google and they actually put it there.
Oh, that's
It's really funny. I don't know. I don't know if I can find it. Hold on.
Who could it have been?
Just look at the ledgers. Look at anything that could have a name.
Trickmaker.
Dude,
I
like
feel
how
like it's
we
a
could
knife.
literally just argue against them, but they'd be like, "You have to name a killer, though. We have to send someone to jail." Fucking. I mean, it's historically accurate, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
I mean,
I
even
hate-
in a regular court of law, you're not gonna be like, oh, where's...
You can still rebuttal. You
This
can
is
still do
clearly
rebuttal,
not a
but that's
regular
not
court
always.
of law.
It's
It's
not.
not guilty over innocence. That's not it. Not guilty to prove that innocent. That's kind of silly. Although recently, it has been like that.
Yeah.
I'm just reminded of the one guy who who's getting sued for making a music video of the cops breaking into his house.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I have
Just-
no idea.
Just what I don't know. Just what I don't know.
I feel like I'm supposed to click I have an inkling though.
No, just put no idea. If you don't know, you don't know, and if save scum, fuck it.
I guess. I have literally no idea. But as a proud citizen of the Japanese Empire, you will look to the sky and walk on, making sure all signs of
Oh.
tears are gone.
I mean, speech.
Go on. This isn't just a case of going on, Mr. Sato.
Now there's more pressure.
Alright then, I'll go on. Oh, the fence would like to put forward a name. Aha!
Oh my god. Please.
Yeah, we are a fool. I agree.
The response was a desperate attempt by a man who has no notion of his own limitations.
Lamentations.
I rate that.
The post, hardly. Where do you get his chalice?
He has multiple, I
He
guess.
spawns them. He spawns them in.
Yeah.
I guess. But, yeah.
Bro, that chalice
Okay.
is low poly.
Everything's low poly.
Everything is low poly.
Everything is low poly.
It's not the late council. Francis told to name the passenger in the other seat. It was his twin. What?
This could be it. This could be the chance I've been waiting to turn the trial in my favor. On the night of the murder, person occupying the seat in the omnibus cabin that was obscured from
So
the
we just had to
view
sit through
was
more fucking dialogue? Oh, we have to
Magnus.
name someone?
We have to name someone.
Can someone, can Mr. Bats turn into a vampire or something? Who's the smallest
Yeah.
one? Beppo? Do Beppo.
No, Beppo
He's
is
cold.
driving.
Too cold. Why would you name your assistant?
Was Magnus on the other side? Magnus might have been on the other side instead. Let me save.
Ah, fucking knows. Just click something.
Take that!
Okay, it was right. The passenger in the enclosed cabin that the witnesses on the roof deck failed to see has to have been Mr. Magnus McGilded. Mick. Mr. McGilded?
What are you talking about, counsel?
What are you
He
cooking?
killed him. As a name of defendant.
Objection!
That's, oh my
Why?
God, that
I
is
desecrate this chair by smashing my hallowed chalice. Do forgive my discord.
You already did
you
say
nearly
how it-
caused this building to
Why-
go up in flames.
He's just preparing for arson. He set his robe on the floor.
He's so ready.
Lord. 5 licks. Stop throwing your fucking chalice. Oh. Hunter.
Alright.
Hunter, you can say it. They made this game.
But I see they use the terms ill-advisedly.
What? What are you trying to say?
Let me explain terms that even a student
Stop.
of an artless background such as yourself might understand. Goddamn, bro, calm down. When the bloody scene unfolded, the victim and the assailant were sitting side by side. Multiple witnesses have attested to that fact. It's very
But
premise on
when you
which the
peer
case is
The
the
based.
hats
were
the hats are
lying.
covering the
Witnesses
face.
saw that.
Objection!
Yeah,
Yeah, dumbass.
but that premise may be wrong.
What?
If the victim really was sitting beside Mr. McGilded, it creates an inconsistency that can't be reconciled in any way.
What inconsistency? How so?
The defendant's gloves, my lord. Here we go. Both witnesses made the same testimony. They claimed that there was blood on both hands of the person sitting next to the victim.
Objection!
Yes, we know the truth to be otherwise. Only one glove bears the gore.
Objection!
The point is, even in the face of this irrefutable evidence, both witnesses have maintained their stance.
Their testimony
So that means there has to have been a
unchanged.
fifth person there. Exactly. They both adamantly swear that they clearly remember seeing blood on both hands of the assailant. In short, their memory of evidence is correct, and their testimony reveals the truth. Ooh. There was somebody else sitting besides the victim that night, a third party we have yet to identify. And the victim's blood was on that passenger's hands, both of them.
Objection!
Bro,
And who was this third party?
Someone, you guys, failed to call in.
Or maybe they didn't, and maybe they're sitting on the stand because that's how these games work.
Obviously, the true culprit. That doesn't name anybody!
extraordinary.
It's no use.
Right.
It's no use.
It's no use.
Oh shit, I forgot my lines. What exactly are you postulating?
Objection!
Defense's postulation is just that, nothing more than conjecture. The witnesses clearly stated that they saw the accused.
Objection!
But when elaborating on his testimony, Mr. Fairplay said that two of them were wearing hats and I couldn't exactly make out their faces. Yes? The tops of their heads were obscured by the roof. I could see the rest of them though. Yes, that's right. Both gents were most certainly hatted. Hatters do tend to notice such things, sir.
What particular style of hat do the two gentlemen sport, Mr. First?
I'm afraid I don't remember. And you call yourself a hatter?
The style of that makes no difference.
Are
There's no
you-
third party in that cabin.
Shut up! You are clinging onto your false freaking thoughts. How can you be so sure?
Because if there had been, the accused, Mr. McGilded, would undoubtedly have offered to dispose that fact.
Yeah, that's pretty good
Oh,
argument.
he doesn't want to drag someone else under the bus.
Unless that is you're proposing an even more preposterous explanation. That the accused failed even to notice the presence of the true culprit in the very cabin in which he traveled.
He did say that he conked out as soon as he got in. Ah! That is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
He's right. If there was another person traveling in the closed cabin of the omnibus, it's inconceivable that Mr. McGilded would have been unaware of it. He would have been asleep!
Order. There's clearly a simple solution to this problem. Kill him.
Bring the accused, Mr. McGilded, to the stand.
Well, what do you say, counsel?
Isn't the defendant not supposed to... Oh wait, no. They
No,
have
I think
a...
so.
Yeah, they can take the stand, but like...
Nobody
they have a
practices law here. This isn't
Yeah,
law.
this is clearly not a real law court.
right-
The prosecution objects.
On the ground. Please,
As a
go through
suspect
the
will have
dialogue
already made the
faster.
first statement
Going to
of
pass
plea.
out.
But what if there's some reason why he's unable to speak freely?
Marcus McGilded is no uneducated ruffian.
He's probably keeping his mouth shut to...
What if it's that Russian girl again and he also knows her and she murdered someone else?
It turns out the man has been withholding information. You can be sure it will have been a most deliberate act.
I read that.
Wouldn't you want that,
Also
then?
for the defense. What is your opinion?
My lord,
Also for the defense.
you're
What
going
is
to
your opinion?
testify or not?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we need to hear what he has to say in order to find out the truth.
Please just go faster.
The defense would like to call Mr. McGilda to the stand.
In that case, I would like to hear the opinion of the jury.
Yes, I need a little time to consider.
He's sweating, bro.
He is.
If you ask me, I think we should hear what
Get
Mr.
the
McGilvert
bass
has to say.
Yes, man, out of here, I say.
It would be utterly illogical not to hear his testimony. When something needs doing, get it done. That's how I run things at the guild.
Hearing what,
Why?
hearing what the patron of my favorite little park has to say? Oh yes, that would be lovely.
She's already gotten over him being a capitalist.
Yep.
Yes, the jury says the man must be heard.
She totally supports it. Very well, the court will conduct a further
Alright. I might go a little bit more to see if they like end the chapter end it at a part and then
just
an
give us the
intermission.
plot twist and close the fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bailiff should defend it to the stand at once.
If it just cuts to him, then I'm just gonna drop. Then I'll just end stream.
He's already dead.
I hope not.
That,
No.
that
Think what
happens
actually
when
happened that
Stops
night
dead.
will finally become clear. Please do a to be continued so I can close the game.
Oh.
The
Nope.
proceedings be
Nope.
resumed.
Okay. No, they will not be resumed. I will be ending stream here.
Let the proceedings be paused.
Let proceedings be
Alright.
paused until next time.
Thank you for watching the stream and listening
Well,
to us.
proceedings
Thank
lose
you.
everything.
Uh,
Join the Discord server if you want.
Don't do it.
Come to this
Or
Discord
do
server.
it.
We have fun, I swear. And also, I post the
Um,
schedules on here and on my Twitter, which you can also
I don't
come
know.
to see.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow Hunters
follow-
Art on Twitter.
Yeah,
Don't do
follow
that.
Hunter's Twitter.
Follow what's
follow-
a good Twitter account?
Follow.
Follow Frogs with Hats on Twitter.
Follow the
follow
one
Frogs
account
with
that
Hats.
posts
Did you-
possums every day.
It's
Um,
Possums Daily's good.
Possum Daily's good.
I'm assuming that's what it's called.
And remember, drink milk.
Drink milk, eat milk, throw milk, just do it all. You're your own
Bye-bye.
man.
Put milk down the toilet. Also, come follow the YouTube if you want to see past streams. But that's all I got for you guys.
Please
I'll
subscribe.
see you guys later.
Subscribe to the YouTube
Please
app, follow.
subscribe. See you guys later. Have a
subscribe.
good night.
Hit that like button. Smash.
Ring that bell.